All right, man. Y'all know what to do. Smash the like button. Shout out to everybody that's gonna be tuning in today. We on a 2 day live streak. We're trying to keep these lives going. Schedule a little different, but we're gonna get it in when we can get it in. Feel me? Oh, shout out to everybody in the UGC. Y'all take the time, go to the homepage, click the channels tab, and subscribe to all of my brothers in the UGC click. Just setting up. Y'all know how I do. Warm it up, and then the homies can jump on and give their input, all of that good shit. But a few topics today. We're gonna talk about how the WBO president pretty much confirming that Bud is being ducked. He's definitely being ducked. We're gonna talk about the dirty business of boxing, man. You know, seems like the dirty business is taking over, man, and that alone is an issue, bruh. Especially when you got people's lives at stake, man. I understand it's a brutal sport. Gladiator fans are savage. They want to see KOs and guys just let their hands go. They rather see two guys who ain't got no defense and getting in there and beating each other up, all that stuff. But a lot of people will, you know, ignore the fact that it's a dirty business and it's a lot of people that's cheating, man. And a lot of people was losing their lives because of cheaters. And it's not enough people shedding attention on it. So we're gonna get into that. Shout out to my homie Unbiased. He gave me the idea of these topics, WBO, confirming Bud being ducked. I threw in a dirty business, and then Kovalev being kicked off of a plane. That's new. Actually, I did see a headline, so uh, the homie will probably fill me in on that topic when he get on. But I did hear something about Kovalev, so I don't know why, and all of that stuff. Y'all know this just ain't my channel. This is for the UGC. So when they tell me they want me to put some topics up, I just put it in the title. Nigga, I just host and body niggas on this debate shit. I just do me. Oh, what's up, Samuel? Yeah, I just got to the house, man. Just got to the house. But yeah, man, shit. I could talk about the ducking that's been going on, especially with this Bud situation, nigga, all day, every day. Every day. Oh man, let me give a wrench out. Let me give a wrench out. Shout out to Lisa Bells. I be seeing your name. I apologize. I don't, really know you like that, but I do be seeing your name, and I've heard D shout you out. So you got a wrench now. So shout out to you. Anybody come through, show support, give us that watch time. Hey, we good with that. We ain't over here begging y'all niggas to donate nothing. We just, if you can hit the like button so that it can raise awareness on YouTube. Cause niggas is watching the shit. They watching the shit. You know. The watch time. See, I got Google Analytics and I see the watch time and it's cracking. It is cracking, my friend. Chin Smoke, what's up, bro? He says, seems like the boxing commissions are taking jabs at each other. It does seem like a war, man, between sanctioning bodies. Damn, daughter want to bug me right now and shit. Um, but it does seem like that, Chin, like there's a war between these commissions and stuff. And that's the fucked up thing. I guess back in the day, it was a little bit more harmonious where they was getting along. Yeah, welcome to the fam. No doubt, Lisa. Thank you for coming back and showing support. I don't ever see you in here trolling or nothing. You know, every now and then they pop up on some trolling shit, but I don't give a fuck. You know, My snipers, y'all be on that shit. So I just be like, hey, don't be mad at me. I didn't snipe you, nigga. Chin Smoke did this shit, or Lisa did this shit. Don't blame Black. Black has got a shoulder run. You must have did something. Cause they got my back. That's my fam. So if you got a wrench, you family. And if you get clapped by a nigga with a wrench, that's just what that is. They protecting their fam. Or you said something stupid. Something like that. Hey, I always want to make a point to do this every live stream. Shout out everybody in the YouTube box community. Whether you fuck with us or not, I don't care. You know. The mere fact, see, I'm a respectable nigga. I can acknowledge somebody who putting in work. That's why I got a problem with niggas that hate on my homie out TBA. Like, man, y'all not fucking with this nigga. That's why y'all niggas mad at him. You know, grown ass fucking man doing this thing. You know, I fuck with niggas that's literally everybody that I fuck with on this YouTube shit is a force to be reckoned with by themselves. Like, on some real shit. You know, they not like leechy niggas or nah. These niggas put in their own work. That's why niggas be getting that shit mixed up with me. Dudes used to try to shade me. You know, it was only a problem when niggas started lying. That's why I bang True Media. Don't lie about me, nigga. I puts in my own work. Every nigga I fuck with puts in their own work. You know, if you say something stupid, I'm just gonna check you on it. Shit ain't no beef, but if you lie on me, nigga, I'ma just tell the truth and let you know what it really is. Improve it, nigga. You know? Work is work. So shout out to the niggas that's putting in work. Shout out to my big homie Bruce Vane. See, and I can give it up to dudes that I know, like, you know what? That nigga on this level, he doing this thing, he speaking that real shit. Shout out to him. Some of y'all got a problem with shouting out niggas. We're giving it up to cats that's really doing their thing. Jealousy. Shout out to you immature, jealous niggas. I don't care about your age. Some of you niggas still immature. You know, I don't want to grow up ass niggas. Lisa says, I'm too old for that trolling stuff, Black. Yeah, I'm an old soul. Like, I don't fuck with a lot of you new soul niggas. You feel me? Y'all on that, what's that nigga that came out, that R&B nigga? Jacquees. A lot of y'all some Jacquees ass niggas. You think you the king of something, but acting like him. Yeah, Chin. He said, salute to all boxing communities, support the sport. That's what we do. That's why we qualify to talk what we talk, because we support the sport. You know, some of us really love the sport, the art, everything that goes into it. Seeing the guys work hard to get in there to be have their hand raised and be recognized as the champion globally. That's dope. That's dope. And if they're good people outside the ring, they got families and they freaking inspiring people, telling them to invest their money, real estate. We talked about this. Robert Garcia is a successful trainer, but still showing dudes how to get it in outside of boxing. Salute to that. It's bigger than just boxing. Boxing is a tool that they're using to make things better for themselves and their family. A lot of you niggas are stuck on stupid. I don't know why y'all watch boxing. I know why I do, you know? So everybody different. But it's the UGC over here. It is the UGC, nigga. All day. We bang True Media, Vada or Nada, okay? Realest boxing talk. Unbiased, okay? We're not doing this for super chats, PayPal, Cash App, donation money. Nope. Free smoke, nigga. For real, free smoke. Nigga. That's why the shit different. That's why y'all niggas hate. See, you can't buy the real shit. But salute to y'all, man. If y'all fuck with us, hit the like button. The homies will be on in due time. But once again, salute to everybody that's putting in that work, man. Straight up. Chin says, clean the sport up inside and out the ring. Absolutely. I'll straight up let you know, oh, this nigga can fight in that motherfucking ring. But I don't fuck with that nigga though. He ain't no cool. I don't like this nigga. I would never hang out with this nigga. I'm the one to tell you some shit like that. It don't mean that it's something personal, just like it's your character, man. Some people carry themselves a certain way, and that don't fit into the way I carry my damn self. So I couldn't hang out with a lot of you silly niggas. But you can fight, nigga. You know? You got hands in that ring. Floyd was a beast, nigga. Floyd was one of the best ever. He can clearly say he was one of the best. But I would never kick it with the nigga, ever in life. Like, what? A nigga wore knee-high boots, bro. What the fuck I look like next to a nigga with knee-high boots? Is you serious? Y'all got me all the way messed up. I don't give a fuck how much money he got, how many followers, how many hoes. That's a no-go. That's an all the way no-go. But a lot of you niggas would go there with Floyd because he got the money. He got niggas wearing dresses, niggas thinking anklets is cool, and knee-high boots. That's what y'all fuck with. Y'all defend shit like that. I'm looking at this shit like, oh no, sir. No, sir. Got me all the way messed up. So if you connected to a community that supports shit like that, oh yeah, nigga, I'm on the whole other side from you. The whole other side. And everybody else I fuck with, we ain't never nowhere near y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in your own lane. Nobody is top man until they step up to fight Bud. Look, Bud is the truth. Bud is free smoke. Bud is the boogeyman. Bud is strap season. See, y'all don't want to hear that real shit because truth hurts to some people that wanted to be something else. I just look at it for what it is. Like, Bud is all of that shit that y'all be bragging about. Just look at him. You know, he a killer. The nigga can fight. He can switch hit. He can take a punch and want all the motherfucking smoke. Like, what? All the shit that y'all been promoting, we just found it right there. There he is right there. Errol got exposed. Crawford was that. That's shit. He already showed us. He the real nigga. Bud is the real nigga. I'm just telling you the truth. Until I can see Spence go take that title from him, nigga, you better get in line. You better get in line. Bud is way ahead of all of y'all. Shout out to Angel Santos. Don't ever get it twisted with Angel. This nigga know a lot more than you think. A whole lot more than what you think. Shit, we ain't got to brag about what the fuck we do. We ain't got to. For what? Fucking ego and the immature nigga, we do what we do. Don't ever get it twisted with Angel Santos. That's a real one. Y'all stuck on complexion. I look at niggas for real, for what they really is. That's a real one. Shout out to Angel Santos. Lisa Bell says, look at Riddick Bowe last year. He was asking for money for his mortgage. It's sad to see that. That's why I said a little earlier in the live that I can salute guys like Robert Garcia because it ain't just about what you're doing in boxing. It's about what you're doing outside of boxing too. If all I can see you doing outside of boxing is getting drunk, twerking, and wearing anklets, nigga, what the fuck I'm watching you for, dog? I'll watch you when you fight. That's it. I don't really care nothing else about your social media because you didn't show me what you are and what you willing to do for that check, nigga. You feel me? A lot of them dudes willing to do anything for that check. And I'll check you niggas right quick. Like, yeah, you can support that if you want to. Going on over there with that. Angel says, Bruce fucking Vane is my guy. Thank you, bro. Yo, Bruce, post straight fire. I mean, come on, man. I gave it up to him. And that's why I say a lot of people got issues with somebody who's dropping real shit that you don't want to hear though. And shit. Like, nigga, nobody care about your feelings about the truth, nigga. Niggas be so mad about real truth. You know, try to fabricate an agenda and fuck all that. Fuck all that. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. Appreciate you dropping that link, Angel. Shit, I want to fucking find out what happened with Kovalev. Damn, it's always something. Angel said, fuck what you want, we gonna give you what you need. Yeah, exactly. That's why a lot of niggas is failing though, because they worried about somebody disagreeing with them. UGC don't give a fuck about that. UGC don't give a fuck about you disagreeing to the truth. If you disagreeing with the truth, like, who cares, nigga? Shit, it's irrelevant. But Kovalev getting kicked off planes, I guess. We're gonna get some details on that. Dirty motherfucking business, man. Dirty business. This year is really waking me up even more on this PED shit. More and more, man. I'm like, you know what, man? That's why it may sound like I've been contradicting myself on this, talking about this PED stuff, because in one sense, I'm like, VADA is proving that they're cleaning the sport up. But guess what? Can money overrule VADA even being used, because Keith and Manny were in VADA, then dropped out. So it's like you can't even really put that on VADA. But at the same time, the business is so dirty that they don't care. Like the sanctioning bodies, commissions, it's like that's up to the fighter. I think it's really up to the fighter to decide, like, I want to use testing. They're not really caring about mandating testing, thorough testing, like VADA. Because if VADA ain't used, man, look, it's shit. They got shit to be out of your system a day or two. That's why we put up the video, is aerospin cycling. When it's a long time delaying and ain't no testing, you know, what is you investing? But who knows? We're going to, hey, man, look, I just want Arrow to really show that energy, the same energy he had in the press conference. That's what I like. But do it though. Like, I don't care about the talking, like with niggas. Like, just do it, dog. Just do it. And you're gonna get all the respect. See, Bud has done it. He's been doing it. You ain't did it yet. So do it. Boxeo Mexicano says Spencer's clean. I hope. I hope so. But like I told y'all, fuck what y'all talking about with this hate shit. I just seen how like the PED shit with Thurman and Pacquiao, PED attention was right on them. Smooth off that fight, the PED attention is on Dillian White. You know who the PED attention is not on? Sean and Errol Spence. Shit can slip right under the radar. And I'm like, okay. Perfect time. I'm just saying. Anybody heard anything? You know, we knew how he looked against Mikey. Good win, Errol, but you know, I don't know. Hit up Blu-ray. Try to get that KO juice if you need to. But is VADA gonna be involved? See, I can't tell a nigga what to do, but is VADA gonna be there though? You know what I'm saying? And how long they gonna be testing you? Throughout the training camp, all the way up until the fight, or is there a break off point? See, that details. Uh, Unbiased says WBO president already said the whole PBC welterweights ducking WBO belt to not fight him. Nobody worried. Hey, look over here. I ain't worried about them PBC welterweights like that. You know, I watch them niggas. I'm just waiting for one of them niggas to fucking goddamn fucking put some pants on and get out the dress. These niggas acting real moist over there. Soon as Bud got to the division, I seen a lot of moist behavior, nigga. Just being straight up, you know. So I don't fuck with that moist shit unless it's a female family. You know what I'm saying? Boxeo says Spence got Bud and WBO shook. You trolling. Shout out to Boxeo though. Sean Newton boxing. What's up, man? He said Spence gonna have VADA test with a question mark. I don't know. Nobody is putting up a video on that. Any volunteers? Like it gotta be is nobody wanna say shit, so I gotta put up the video. Like, fuck it, nigga. Y'all niggas wanna act like this don't need to be talked about. You feel me? Spence got I read that. Lisa Bell says, I'm wondering if Kovalev is suffering from CTE due to erratic behavior. That's possible. Y'all know how these athletes are. It's very possible. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch to a different. All right, my bad, y'all. Shit, I'm kind of dealing with my daughter and shit. You know, as soon as a nigga go live, she want to be pops. But all right, let me get back to the chat. Let me get back to the chat. All right, let me see. Sean Newton says late announcement to shorten the period for testing. See, hey man, you can't blame Sean Newton for thinking some shit like that, especially when ain't nothing being reported. Super, I'm telling you, man. As soon as it's time for him to train, shit get real quiet on that Errol Spence side. Real quiet. You know, just being real. You get real quiet. And I keep saying, just on the promotional side, like you man down promotions. What shouldn't you be promoting something? If you already knew you was gonna be fighting Sean, you should have been like that would have been. Come on, man down promotions. Oh, you only promote knockouts. Is that what that is? Because I'm confused, man. I thought promoting was something else completely. You know, and just showing up on press conference and fight night, but closing gyms off. But anyhow, man, shout out to Errol, man. Beat Sean and nigga, you number one welterweight, hands down. You know, niggas already think you that, so all you got to do is go in there and beat the hell out of Sean. If it ain't no fucking body testing, nigga, hey, I don't know. Look, that's Sean's fault. That'll be Sean's fault. You know, shit. If it was me, I'd be like, nigga, wait, hey, we gonna test for about 90 days, okay, and all the way through, random, nigga. That's what they do on the Olympic style testing, nigga. So, was there a problem, sir? Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna unify. You know, niggas be acting like it's a problem. We talk about testing. Y'all be trying to protect somebody and shit. But Kovalev is a drunk, Boxell? Damn. I heard a lot. I mean, I've been hearing about a lot of alcoholics, man, in boxing. You know, I don't say alcoholic, but niggas that drink for sure. They partying, man. Okay, party, but just keep that same energy, that same Ciroc fuel or whatever you got in you when you get in there with somebody like a Bud or something like that. Like, and we know why you niggas avoiding that. You're not ready. Who we got?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's up, bro?
Shit, man. Just chilling, man.
Yeah, I'm doing the same
Hold on one
shit.
second.
All right. Let's see. Of course, Boxell said Spencer's already number one. Hey, this look. All you got to do is just beat the easy road, and yeah, of course, we'll definitely give him on. UDC side, nigga, number one. Errol Spence. B. Sean, you number one welterweight, hands down. And y'all can play around with the fucking A side, B side, and all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I just want this nigga to fight. All of them. You know what I'm saying? Do what he said. If you don't say this shit, we can't hold you to it. So either you woofing or you about to do that shit for real. I mean, LA 12. He says, did you see Jordanis Ugas one Spence and Porter winner? Of course. Like, niggas was trying to say something to me when I said Spence need to go ahead and fight him. Before he fought Mikey and before Sean fought Ugas. Matter of fact, was this before he even fought Danny, I think? Before Sean even had the strap. I was saying, like, damn, Errol could just go ahead and handle that nigga. He right there at the top of the sanctioning body. Why not? Then niggas want to say, oh, Ugas ducking. After he called out Spence, he ducking because he went after the WBC when the IBF nigga wouldn't give him no smoke because he was looking for a bag. That's how that shit went. Spence could have fought Ugas. He fought Mikey for the bag. Ugas fought Sean for the WBC, which you should have right now. You know, Cubans be getting fucking derailed out of their motherfucking accomplishments, nigga. Like, nope, excuse me, American. We got Medicare here, sir. Can you speak English? Oh, okay, thank you. Excuse me, thank you. It was a good fight. Give me that. It's what it is, man. It's fucked up. Shout out to Ortiz and Guillermo, all them niggas. It's a hard knock life for y'all. Let's see. Boxeo says Abel Sanchez exposed Kovalev years ago. He exposed Kovalev. How did he expose Kovalev? How did Abel Sanchez expose Kovalev? I don't get it. You can say Andre Ward did or Virgil Hunter. Did Abel Sanchez fight him with a fighter? Maybe leader? Who did leader Sanchez have? Oh, Alvarez. Excuse me, leader Alvarez. Hey, man, we got 14 nigglets. And y'all hit the like button, man. Come on. Samuel Shaw, I been said that shit. I said he ducked Ugas. And I gave y'all why I said that. I'm like, if you got a guy at the top of your sanctioning body, right there, he's in your fucking. And niggas gotta, like, look, man. I'm so sick of fanboys, nigga. Like, you say some real shit and they got an issue with it. Fuck y'all niggas' feelings, bro. For real. Don't come to UDC with your feelings, man. We're gonna stick with real shit, okay? But if you a champion, Ugas did exactly what Errol did. He fought his way up to the top of the ranks and he wanted his fucking title shot. Spence wanted Brook, Ugas wanted Spence. That's how that went. Kell Brook gave him his shot. Spence did not give Ugas his shot. Okay? Ugas wanted that opportunity. Spence was like, no, come on, Mikey. Come on, Mike. They don't mandate this shit. Fuck Ugas. You could have you free smoke though. You could have just got him out the way. Instead, you fought a nigga who is irrelevant. Only thing you got out of that was money. Okay? Y'all parading about this Mikey shit because he wanted 4 divisions and shit. That don't mean
Right.
nothing to me.
Exactly. I just find it funny. Like, it's very convenient for the for PBC to now not recognize um, the WBO belt. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
It's just very convenient at this moment in time that they don't want to fight anybody with the WBO belt.
Nobody with the WBO belt. So it's like I even heard that because I don't watch Wilder and them niggas weird to me. I don't watch them no more. But I did hear that in the interview that they had together at the last event, what was it, the Pacquiao shit maybe? But anyhow, they said that they didn't even introduce him as a WBO champion. They just introduced him as the WBA and the IBF, I think. And they didn't even
Yeah,
acknowledge him as a WBO.
right. They didn't even. Yeah, they didn't mention any mention of WBO. Period. You know, and the president of the belt just pretty much exposed the PBC, and it's all just to protect Spence. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what he said because there's no reason to not work with the WBO at all. There's no reason for it.
It's just like this, man. We are totally seeing the moonwalk of this whole PBC shit, bro. These dudes was all about undisputed, one face, one name, baddest man on the planet. Right? They was promoting this shit, right? Now, y'all don't want undisputed no more. Fuck the WBO.
Right.
But you need the WBO to be considered undisputed. So
Right. And
now it is y'all didn't turn completely into the money team, and the legacy shit is y'all don't care about it. It's just about get the bag now.
it went from strap season to you're on the wrong side of the street to no, first it went get a belt, then I'll fight you, strap season. Then it got a belt, then it went to you're on the wrong side of the street. And now it's I'm gonna take and then it was I'm gonna take the easy road. And now it's we don't even recognize a WBO belt. So
Right.
it's like, damn, like at some point though, I think Spence fans need to wake up. Like this is a clear duck. Like it got so
Oh
bad.
my god, bro.
It got so bad that they don't even want to recognize the WBO belt. So Spence
Yeah.
doesn't have to fight him. It's like a built-in excuse.
It's like PBC does not even it's just crazy. And it's kind of like this. It's almost putting it where like it forces it forces them the PBC to be the A side if a WBO champion wants to fight them. Cause like we don't care about your belt. It's just like it's all about just the business side of it, your numbers and shit. Like it's almost like they making
Exactly.
like the belt has no value to me. This is just about does this fight make sense financially for me to fight you right now? Because I don't care about your belt. And that shit's
Right, and
crazy. That's a duck. It's a flat out duck.
I see a lot of people talking about the WBO they didn't give Floyd the belt in 2015. Hey, Mexican fight fan, you got a lot of win. All right, yeah, they
This
didn't
nigga
give
always
Floyd the belt.
outside at the park and shit,
Yeah,
winning.
he was skydiving and shit.
Yeah.
Um, but there's people are saying and making an excuse. Oh, they didn't give Floyd the belt in 2015. Okay, so why didn't you guys do what you're doing now then? Like, why do you want to do it now? It's just very convenient.
The timing of this shit, right? Right when this
Exactly.
shit really started, right when they get ready to start unifying, like, oh shit, they gonna come with this Crawford shit. As soon as if I beat this nigga Sean Porter, they gonna be on my neck. Even you, Boxell, you said that shit. The
Yeah,
Yeah.
pressure of
I
him.
agree with you guys, what you guys are saying, but we can't all just blame it on Spence that the WBO is doing all this and the
Hey,
PBC's
that's
all
what the
because of
president said.
Spence.
That's
Nah,
what the president said.
that's like taking a shot at the PBC and Spence, but they've been having beef, the PBC and Spence, since the lawsuit to Al Heyman, since Top Rank gave that lawsuit to Al Heyman.
Yeah, but they've been working together since then. Actually, they were making fights while the lawsuit was going on. They were working together, and after, and they made Fury versus Wilder too.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, but has the PBC given any official statement about that?
Nah,
They're not
yeah,
recognizing.
that's a good question though. I don't know if they officially
Yeah,
made that because they
they,
motherfuckers be lying so much over there, man. God damn, just
It's
throw
that
anything out there.
that's a bad part about the PBC. They have like no spokesperson or a promoter, someone you could talk to.
Yeah, they don't really have no. Who they gonna use? Ellerby? Like, this shit is rough over there. Y'all need some better employees, nigga. Better. I mean, do better people to represent y'all something. Cause that shit is trash. That shit is Basuda, my friend.
Yeah, Leonard Ellerby. You don't want him to represent you, bro, because he don't do a good job.
Oh my god! When I see that nigga trying to hype up Jamel, like, come on, Jamel, talk your shit, Jamel. I was like, oh my goodness, man, this is shit. This shit is really bad over there. Really bad.
It's mind-boggling though, because people always want to protect the PBC and say that oh Bob used to make in-house fights all the time too, and blah blah blah. It's like, bro, look, just list off all of the cross promotion fights that Bob has done this year alone, and is planning to do more. Now do the same for PBC. Bob has done more.
Hmm. Yep.
I think the last PBC one was Jojo Diaz versus Gary Russell.
The last
Right.
what?
Yeah, cross promotional.
Oh, okay. JoJo
Well,
was
and
with.
Wilder versus Fury too. That was Frank Warren versus
Oh yeah,
Frank
yeah.
Warren PBC.
But I wouldn't consider Frank Warren an American promoter. So
Yeah, but man, your boy, this is gonna be the moment of truth, man, for your boy Errol Boxell. Look, and y'all need him to win, man. It's not been looking too good in Dallas, bro. Just saying, a lot of losses, man. A lot of L's. Not now. One thing I'm seeing this year, with all the losses that's coming, is really changing the landscape of boxing, and we about to really see if these niggas some killers, or they just like, okay, yeah, it's time to hang it up, hang out with Bradley and niggas like that, Andre Ward, like it's done. But just saying, like, I want to see how Jamil come back. I want to see how fucking Jerry Hurd come back. Keith, all these niggas have been taking these L's, man. Cause we didn't see what J Rock did. Shit, I mean, Tony Harrison. These niggas with losses don't give a fuck. We seen what Pacquiao did. They don't give a fuck, nigga. Fuck your O. You about to get
Hey,
your
hold on,
ass
Samuel
beat.
Shaw. Wait, Samuel Shaw. That's not true at all. Lipinets is ranked in the WBO right now. What's his face had that was holding on the WBO belt for I don't know how long. What's his name? Jacobs fought him. He had the WBO belt for a long ass time, and he was a PBC
Selecki?
fighter. No, no,
Selecki,
no.
is he? Oh.
Little. What's his name? Kid
Kid
Chocolate. They used to
Chocolate?
call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He had the
Peter
belt for
Quillen.
a long ass time.
Peter
Peter
Quillen,
Quillen.
yeah.
Yeah, he had the WBO belt for a long ass time, and he was with PBC. So that's just not true.
And do you guys think
Wow.
Andy Ruiz is gonna drop that belt since he's the only PBC fighter that has it right now?
I think he might do that, bro. That's what they setting up. That's what it looked like.
And but not too long ago, fucking Andy Ruiz went to Puerto Rico and shit to meet up with the president, like a week ago or 2 weeks. That's gonna be awkward.
Where it is, huh? Welcome to the PBC, Andy. This is what, was it good up there? You met the president? Okay, cool. We're gonna let that belt go and everything like that. This is what we got. What is we got going lined up for you?
I don't think he'll let it go though. And you
Yeah,
know
me
what's
neither.
crazy? Like people keep saying the WBO has it in for the PBC, but bro, we can say the same shit about the WBC. Like the WBC is favoritism towards the PBC fighters and Golden Boy.
That's facts.
Probably the most neutral one is the IBF. That's probably the most neutral one.
My bad. I'm in a rough area right now. My daughter and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. The I would say the IBF is the most neutral because they don't play either side. It's just kind of like you win the belt, you have to listen to speculations, and their rankings is like computerized, I think. So they're the most fair, I would say. But WBC could be bought. We all know that. Um, and the WBO, I said it before, they have favoritism towards Bob Arum and Frank Warren, but PBC fighters can be sanctioned in their body. It's not that they won't. Some of them just choose not to even get in the WBO sanctioned body because they rather have the WBC belt or the IBF.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, we seen Shakur Stevenson fucking drop out the clean boxing program because he wanted to go the other route. So
Oh,
I don't know.
hey Lisa Bales, Peter dropped that belt because Al Heyman paid him to drop that belt, and that's when what's his face ducked Korobov, Jalik's favorite
Quillen.
fighter. No, Jalik's favorite fight. Yeah, he was supposed to. Peter Quillen was supposed to fight Korobov, but he dropped the belt. Then Andrade was going to get the belt and to fight Korobov, but he decided not to, and that's when he was about to sign with Rock Nation. So, yeah, Andrade ducked Korobov at that time. He could have fought for a belt. He chose not to.
Damn. Doug Korobov. That's news to me. Damn. But yeah, man. I mean, y'all made some points with the IBF a little bit though. Y'all was making it known that IBF is the more trusted one as far as they're gonna make sure. Well, I mean they testing sucks though. I say that. That USADA shit. You know, you might as well just do what Gerald Miller did, for free. Legally.
And I like the IBF because the weight limit, you have a 10-pound weight limit on the next day. Yeah, the mandatories, you have to take them or they'll strip your ass. It doesn't matter who you are. And they mandate their mandatories. That's what I like about them.
Repeat that, bro?
Yeah, but their mandatory is trash, though. You gotta. I think like
Yeah, I ain't gonna
IBF.
lie, that's true.
But the
Yeah,
rankings is so fucked up though. Like number one or number two
yeah,
is always vacant. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but they
why
can
right,
they
have
just
some
right.
don't
like
put a
bum
body
ass
right there?
European dude.
Huh?
Or they either have like some bum ass European dude that nobody knows.
Right, and I feel like Dervinchenko should have already fought. Dervinchenko and Charlo should be fighting next. You know what I mean? Instead of him being in the IBF mandatory position, he should just fight Charlo, or he should be ranked in the WBC already and fight Charlo because they're both
Nah,
PBC, right?
yeah, I want Canelo to fight Dervinchenko. It's a good little tune-up for him.
Yeah, but so is Charlo.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but I mean Dervinchenko, that's a good fight. I don't think Dervinchenko's a tune-up though.
Hey, what do you guys think
Um.
about the rumor out there that Munguia is gonna fight fucking Kell Brook?
Oh,
Kell Brook,
damn.
man, Kell. Have you seen Kell
I
Brook?
might pick Mangia for that one. I might pick
Have you
Mangia on that one.
have you guys seen Kell Brook recently?
You said he
Nah,
was fat, right?
Bro, he's about 200 pounds, man. He got titties and his stomach, like, he's huge, bro. This dude fat as hell.
Yeah,
I
he
don't,
over with.
man. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to shrink all the way down to 154. He looked like he's about, like, 175, almost cruiser.
they could make it at 160. I think Munguia's moving up.
I think he a little depressed he couldn't get that fight. So that nigga just eating and shit. He that nigga going through it or something. He thought he was going, man, shit. After that Triple G loss, it was a wrap. Errol just pretty much picked up where Triple G left off, you know, and that was it. I got Munguia in that fight. I mean, I know certain people was trying to talk about him and Crawford. Man, Crawford will beat the shit out of Kilbrook.
Yo,
He'll beat
Kell
the shit.
Brook he can't make 147.
They
Oh,
was
man,
trying to
that
act
dude
like
is,
they was gonna make that fight. I'm like, all right, do it if y'all want to. If you want to make that fight, go on ahead. But Crawford gonna beat the shit out of Kill. Just saying.
right. And then when he does, he won't get credit. They'll just say he was
Yeah,
done.
yeah. That's
Spence
that's a
broke
waste
him.
of time. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Crawford's fighting the fucking Mean Machine, bro. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Y'all, what you think he gonna do something?
I don't know. The Mean Machine, his last performance looked like shit, but I think he's a good fighter. Underrated.
Oh, so you're going to give him credit then?
Yeah, I'll give him credit.
Hey, do he got a more difficult style than Victor Postal?
Nah. He
Nah,
hits
he's a
hard,
come
though.
forward. Come forward, dude. Like a Dervinchenko, I would say. Like that style.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's a good, yeah.
Yeah.
He hits
But
hard as shit, though. He got
It's
cracked.
gonna be a better of a fight than
uh
the fucking con fight and shit. That's all I could
well,
say.
yeah, as long as he don't fucking quit. Fake a fucking knee and a thigh injury and shit. What the fuck? You got hit in the thigh, nigga, and you quit. Is what it is. But yeah, as long as you don't do that. And don't put
Hey,
this shit on pay-per-view.
Lipinets is ranked number 4 in the WBO, so I feel like he's gonna probably fight Lipinets next, possibly because who else does he have to fight? You know.
That's a good fight. I like that fight, man. I mean, I like Lipinets the way he looking and the fights that he's taking at the 147 division. Ain't like he didn't do what dumbass Mikey did, jump right up to Errol Spence. Like, what are you doing, dog? Lipinets is like, okay, I'm gonna take a little tune up just to get adjusted to the weight. Then I'm gonna jump in there and who the fuck he get after that? Did he get Lamont right after that? No, he got somebody else before that. And then he got Lamont, tired that nigga. Then he just beat the brakes off of somebody. I think he knocked him
Manny
out like this.
Pacquiao's, yeah, one of the kids from Manny Pacquiao's village, he brought over, and then they fought.
Yeah, he stretched him in like a couple rounds from what I heard. And you said he already like ranked number 4. I just think he taking the right fights, man, and he looking pretty fucking strong at 147. So this will be kind of like a good test because for Crawford, because there's another guy coming up in weight. You know, I think that Sergey Lipinet's speed has adjusted, transition good now because he was slow as fuck in his first fight, but now he moving good. That
He
same
lost
little
that fight.
which one? That
He
first
lost,
fight?
yeah, to Eric Boone. He lost that fight. We all
No, no,
know
no,
he got
no.
he
I'm
got.
talking about his first fight at 147.
Yeah,
It was a
Lipinets.
Bodang.
Yeah,
That's who he fought.
to
Yeah, he looked at fuck. Yeah, he looked trash in that fight.
Hey, he looks
Trash.
fucking explosive now.
Now, yeah, now he fucking like he can hurt. It seems like he can really hurt you at 147 if you're
I
not
want to see
really sharp,
Lipinets versus Mikey too at 147.
nigga. Yeah, that'll be. I don't know. I don't know if Mikey would take that fight though. I'm telling you, I was there, man. Mikey was taking some leather down the stretch of that fight. I was like, he lucky he got a good ass lead and that knockdown early to really get him coasting with the decision. But shit, Lipinets, he was coming on strong down
yeah,
the stretch.
Mikey's nose was all busted and shit, but he did good. I think Kavalaskis probably hits harder than Lipinets though.
Nah, I disagree. I think Lipinets hits harder.
I don't know
Eh,
because at 147, who
It's
did
hard,
he
yeah.
knock out?
It's
Who
hard to
did
judge Lipinets right now because of like you want to give him credit for Lamont, but it's like Lamont being knocked out before at 140. Feel
Well,
me?
Mikey said that Lipinets hits harder than Spence, so that should tell you something.
Mikey did say that though.
he? Yeah, he
See,
did, but I mean,
you just hurt a lot of your homies' feelings with that shit, but you know, Mikey did say that. You know,
I don't know if I believe that, but I mean, I'll take Mikey for his word. But that also is detrimental to Spence. Not so much that Lipinets hits hard as shit. It's more so Spence doesn't hit as hard as we all, or as a lot of Spence fans like to scream.
yeah. And then we just learned that you know his power relies on getting to the body. So being that he if he can get to your body, he can stop you. If he land
Yeah,
there land too
he
many
breaks you
punches,
down.
yeah, he breaks you down. But you notice he didn't really get to Mikey's body like that. So
Yeah, he was outboxing him.
yeah, he was just on the outside, controlling with the jab and countering. You know, he wasn't aggressively going at his body and breaking him down. I don't know. That shit was weird.
That's why I said like in that fight, both of the guys played it safe. Mikey played it safe, and Spence played it safe.
Mm.
Can't be doing that versus Bud. That's all I know. Don't play it safe.
Nah, against Bud, I think Spence he's gonna get after that ass. I think he wants to beat the shit out of Bud, man.
I don't know. WBO seems like
Bro,
PBC kind of
With or
protecting him.
without
So
belt, with or without belt, Spence wants that ass.
who? You want Crawford?
Yeah,
Nigga, hey. All right, bro. Look, I watch footage of both of them guys, man. Okay. I've seen Earl in the ring. I've seen Bud in the ring. Bud is a fucking killer, dog. He's a killer, bro. Like, I'm not saying Earl's not a killer. I got it. Like I say, I want to see how he look against Sean and all of that. But it's something about Bud in that ring that's way different from Errol. Like, That nigga, he figures you out to go in there and destroy you. Like that shit that he did with Mikey. Like I'm said, nigga, you can try to do that with Bud if you want to. Nah, it ain't gonna be that. That shit ain't
But
gonna go down.
you know what? I think Bud would struggle with Mikey. I think if they're to fight against each other, I think Bud would struggle. I wouldn't say he would run, but he'll
Fuck
play
out
like
of here.
extra defensive.
Hell no. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you what Mikey said himself. Mikey Garcia said this.
He
You
said he's
could
gonna
actually
run,
not.
basically.
No, 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 no. Well, he said
Oh,
he's
yes,
gonna
he
use
said that.
this.
Hey,
I'll link it in the chat so you can see I'm not making this up. He
All right,
said
all right.
Bud is gonna use his reach advantage and
oh
he's
shit,
gonna
I didn't
run
even know Corey was on. My bad. Let me add him.
and he said he's going to run and make the fight as easy as possible for
That's fine.
himself.
Extra defensive. That's what I
AKA
said.
AKA he's gonna outbox me. That's
Yeah,
pretty much what he said.
yeah,
Right,
he's
he
gonna
did
pull
say that
Mayweather.
shit.
He's gonna play Mayweather. Yeah. And do you think people
Man,
want to watch that shit? Hell no.
yeah, you tripping on that, fam. You tripping on that. I'm sorry, Mikey will get stopped. Mikey will get stopped, man. You know, I'm be honest with you, man. Like
And
you notice
Crawford has
how
more reach. Hey, Crawford has more reach. Crawford has more reach than Spence as well too. So keep
oh
that in mind.
somebody done crept in through the back door.
I was starting to think you niggas didn't want no smoke.
No, I wasn't even looking at the chat, man. My bad. As soon as I
Go
looked
ahead.
at it, I'm like, I seen the comment. You said somebody tell this nigga Black to add me. I'm like, oh shit, my bad, my fault.
I'm ready to go in, man. What's poppin', UGC? What's cracking?
What's good, LTBA man? Where you at right now? You at the movies?
Well, y'all here, man. What's poppin', man?
Shit, man. Hey, you was at the fight, right?
Yeah, I was at the fight.
You get any interviews with Crawford? Anybody? Bomac?
Yeah, I got to get up with Bowman.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know, I
what
fuck
did he
with
say?
Bowman. Nah, Bomac just Bomac what he did was he came up on because I was right there talking to barbershop conversations, right? And and he ran up on barbershop conversation and asked him, he heard he been talking some shit about us.
Oh, you pressed that nigga?
Nah, it wasn't. Yeah, he pushed him, but it wasn't like nothing like that. You know, barbershop just told him, yeah, I did. I said that. It was just a little conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it seemed like this guy barbershop is kind of like he the plug to getting a lot of niggas into media and shit, huh?
He's a troll.
No, I'm just talking about
I don't
in that
know.
aspect.
I don't know. But he cool though.
This nigga said, but he cool though.
I mean, he cool.
Yeah. It just seemed like he a plug. But you know, shout out to him. Shout out to Corey. Corey Lee Boxing, all them niggas that be, yeah, all them. But yeah, man.
So what y'all talking about, man? I heard I know I'm biased on this bullshit. Talking about Terrence Crawford and what Terrence Crawford gonna do.
Yep.
We
You
know
already
how you
know.
coming unbiased.
Yep. Hey, no, we talking about how the WBO president said that PBC is
Hey,
basically putting Spence in protective custody against Terrence Crawford and not mentioning the WBO belt.
hey, real quick.
That's fine.
Hey, Sean Newton boxing. Who's a PBC fanboy? Who's a PBC fanboy? Go ahead, y'all.
I mean, that's fine. It's just, I know it's like a big pill. It's hard for you to swallow unbiased. It's just Terrence Crawford got away this time.
Oh.
No, but you didn't hear that the
I heard
PBC isn't.
that, but listen, bro. Terrence Crawford just gonna be. Terrence Crawford is the last batter up. You know when you
No,
got
but
that
they're not even going to recognize the belt at all. Period. So it's like it's never going to happen, kind of thing.
man. Listen. I heard.
So
I hate that I missed that live yesterday, but I did go back and tune in. you know,
Yeah.
and you know how you doing, boss. You be on there talking about Earl Spence and J Rock. They was tweeting each other, and you trying to put out this narrative like
Oh,
Earl
that's what
don't
he said.
smoke with
That's what
Terrence
he
Crawford.
said.
Now this my thing with you, unbiased. This my thing with you, fam. Hold on, real quick, y'all. This is my thing with you, unbiased. We always talk about people pushing narratives, right? Why are you pushing that narrative like Earl is trying to run away from this smoke with Terrence Crawford, fam?
Okay.
Shit.
Did he or did he not go back and forth tweeting J Rock about fighting each other?
Man, listen, they could go back and tweet and
Huh?
back and forth about it, but answer this question. Haven't you heard Earl Spence say time and time again that him and Terrence Crawford are gonna fight?
Yeah, he also said that about Thurman and Danny and Porter. Did it
Man,
happen?
listen, bro,
No,
don't
it
don't
didn't
mention no
happen.
fucking don't mention no
So
fucking
come on,
Thurman to
bro.
me. Thurman fought Pacquiao, fam. He
Okay.
just
Did
got
he
beat
fight
by
Spence?
Pacquiao, fam. So what's we talking
Okay.
about? Earl said this about
Because
Thurman.
you're saying to stick to Spence and take his word like it's law, but everything
Like
he said
it's
that he was
low.
going to
Hold
do.
up, hold
Hey,
up. Who
hold on, hold
could he
on, no,
make
no, no,
Thurman
no.
come back? No, you hold up. Could he make Thurman
Exactly.
come back and fight him? You pushing a
Exactly.
bullshit narrative, my nigga.
No, no, I'm
What's
not.
the
I'm keeping it real.
LTBA? You coming on with some energy. So what narrative is he
Now,
pushing?
Because he
exactly.
pushing the narrative like Earl Spence trying to duck this Terrence Crawford fight, fam.
No,
That's what
I
it
even
looks
told you
like.
myself from the press
No,
conference.
I listened back to it yesterday.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, when you say that you want to be undisputed at 147, why even
Man,
entertain a
Hey,
fight
spit.
at
the
154 or
problem is
160?
unbiased. The problem is a lot of Terrence Crawford people who ride with him, they just mad because he gonna go last. That's the problem. They mad because
Nah,
he
you
gonna
see,
go
but
So
last.
you're not
let me
even
ask you a question, LTV. Let me ask you a question. So you cool with the stall out? Because
No, I ain't
exactly.
a
cool with no
nigga,
style. No,
okay, well
I'm
you
not
said
black.
you
Black, no.
basically
No,
are
I'm not
like,
No,
cool
but
with the
hold
style out.
on, Black. Hold on, Black.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
he just
Now,
asked me
I
a
gotta
question.
give,
No, I'm
I gotta
finna
give
answer
creative
black
smoke.
question, fam.
I gotta give
Let me
creative
answer
smoke.
black question.
All right, go ahead, go ahead. Then I'm giving you the smoke after that. Go ahead.
Black, you said that I'm cool. No, I'm not cool. But if we looking at PB and they have these fighters here, bro, them the fights that's gonna happen first, then Terrence Crawford. That's just
right.
facts. It
But
ain't
he
even about
asked
no
you,
style out.
but hold on, he asked you initially about the WBO. Okay, the
No, I
WBO,
know, but I wasn't even
the
No,
talking
no,
to.
no.
but
I went
Black.
you
Hold
got
on,
to
Black. No, no,
understand
to
no.
that.
the
Black.
live
Wait,
today.
wait.
Go ahead.
Nah, Black. That's me and him
No,
now.
no,
Cause
no, 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 no,
you about
no,
to
no.
body him yourself. Nah. That's my body. Hold up, correct.
All right, go
Nah,
ahead,
So
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna ask
bro, I
you.
can't
I'm
get
gonna
body,
ask
fam.
you.
Say
No,
I'm
you
biased. I
getting
don't know who the
body.
fuck you think you
Let,
dealing with, fam, but you need to get some other stuff, fam. I can't
nah,
get
Pray,
nah,
body,
nah.
pray.
fam.
Stay
Look,
on the
Oh
debate
God.
look,
shit, my nigga. Like you
No,
stay on the
I
look,
am
debate
in the
shit.
debate shit,
All
but I'm
right,
telling
all
them I
right.
can't
Just
be
want to make
body.
sure.
look. Hold on. Okay.
I know,
So
but what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
ask.
now, hold up, bro.
No.
Hold up real quick.
Hold
We do
up.
this all the time.
No.
Hey, one at a
So
time
come on,
though.
Black. No.
One at
I
a
ain't trying to
time.
go. I ain't trying to go. I ain't trying to cut on bias off. I'm just
All
hollering
right,
at
go
you
ahead.
real quick, Black. We do this shit all the time. Because you see this energy I'm coming with, it's that same energy I be coming with. I know you and
All
Unbiased
right.
rocking, but you gotta let this man jump in this ring himself. This is just a debate. It ain't no other shit.
All right,
Okay, let's
go ahead.
go. All right, so now I'm gonna ask you, did the president of the WBO say that the reason why the PBC is not trying to recognize the
No.
WBO as a belt is because they are protecting Spence? Did he or did he not say that? Go ahead.
It's
Listen, bro, I don't
documented.
give a damn what the president of the
Okay,
WBO
okay,
said. Because
okay,
let me tell you,
okay. So how am I pushing the
You
narrative?
gonna let me
How am I
you just
pushing the
asked me
narrative?
something, and then you ain't gonna let me answer, bias. Come on
How
now,
am I
fam. Is
pushing?
we
How
gonna
am I
do it like
pushing the
that? Or you gonna
narrative?
let me get my shit off it?
How am I
No,
pushing
no.
the narrative?
You hold on.
If
So now you
if
asking me
what the
two questions
president
instead of one.
No, because
So now
you
you
are
asking me
you're
two
saying
questions
you
instead of
no,
one.
you're saying I'm pushing the narrative
He's
like
Who
J
else
Rock.
debunking.
pushing the narrative?
He's
Do you believe
debunking
Earl
what you.
Spence gonna
He's
fight Terrence
debunking what you
Crawford?
said.
Oh,
No.
I
He
am.
can't
That's what I'm
debunk
trying
what
to
I
say
said.
because
Well,
yes, because yes,
this
I
is
am.
the listen. This is what he's using. You said he's creating a narrative.
He
So
been pushing that narrative even
No, but how?
before
Okay,
the
but
WBO
this is
said this shit.
no this
You
is
don't
why I'm saying
you
this is
don't
why I'm saying
let
you
me ask
can't.
you a
Hey,
question,
wait,
unbiased.
hold on,
Do you
Craig.
think
This is why this is okay.
do you
Look,
think Terrence
look,
you
Spence
breaking up.
bro.
You ain't gonna answer my question?
Listen, this is why you can't say I'm pushing a narrative. Because what I'm saying is facts. Narratives are false, and narratives are made
But
up.
who
I'm
are
not
the
pushing a
facts
narrative.
coming from? The
The facts are.
WBO?
And with the
Bro,
WBO president, yeah.
didn't I
I
just
know,
give
but
you the
that's coming
facts?
from one side.
No, it's not because the PBC did not
Is that
recognize the
coming from one
WBO
side or is
belt.
that coming from this is what we doing, unbiased. We just gonna believe
Bro.
one side of my thing.
Oh man. Okay, so
Okay, hey,
did the
so
PBC
I'm
basically,
asking
not
you.
let's
So
get
hold
down
up,
to this.
Black, because he can't answer
Let me
my
ask you this
question.
question. All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, ask me
No,
a
he won't
question.
answer my question. No, this is what I'm
Because
saying,
you're
Black.
not even letting me
Just
finish
because,
because
you,
Because I
no,
just got
I
one
let you.
question for our TBA. I just
All
got
right, go
one
ahead.
question.
I'm done. I'm listening, Black.
well
No,
because I
my
wasn't
this
done. I was gonna say, hey, hold on. He said, how is it fair? How is it fair to only use one side of what the WBO president is saying? But if we go back to the PBC when they were on the pay-per-view, they did not recognize Andy Ruiz as the WBO
they
champion,
didn't.
and they didn't put Crawford on there as the WBO
All right, let
champion.
me tell
That
you
is
something.
fact.
So you
So
mad about
continue.
that? You mad?
No, you
This is
saying
just
you're saying I'm
just fact.
Hold up, I'm biased.
you're
Can I,
saying
damn
I'm
it, y'all go.
creating a narrative.
No,
I'm not creating a
hold up.
narrative.
You
I'm
just
hitting
let
you
me
with
talk, bro.
facts.
Let me
I'm
talk. So
hitting you with
you
facts.
mad that they
That's
didn't
it.
recognize. Hold up, bro. So let me talk now, I'm biased. I just be quiet. You gonna let me go or no?
Oh, okay, go
So
ahead.
you mad they didn't recognize Terrence Crawford, huh? You putting up a big fuss about it, right? But you ain't putting up a big fuss about how Bob Arum went on pay-per-view and told everybody to boycott PBC. But now you mad because Al Heyman them come back and don't
He
recognize
said
him.
he said
Them
Shout
boycott
out to
PB. He said boycott PBC because they didn't want to fight
It
Crawford.
don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter,
Boycott
fam. Let me see
PBC
that
if they
charge. It
don't
don't
make the
matter, fam.
Spence versus Crawford fight.
It don't
He
matter.
said boycott PBC
See,
if they don't make the Spence and
he
Crawford
did say
fight.
that.
That's what he
Hey, you
said.
break hey
See,
real
look,
quick. Hey, Corey, you breaking up, fam. You breaking up.
see, look. You saying I'm
okay,
creating
hold up.
narratives.
Hold on. I don't want him to
You
think that
keep.
we're not letting him talk. Hold on,
All
boss.
right, go ahead.
Because he breaking up real bad. I just want him to know he breaking up.
Nah,
He
I'm
all over the
biased.
place.
No, this is my thing right here, fam. Hold up. I gotta put this charge in
Go
for my
ahead.
phone. This is my thing right here. I'm biased. You sitting up here and talking about what the WBO said and how they didn't recognize Crawford. But nigga, you ain't
Mm-hmm.
sitting up here saying how that motherfucking Bob Arum went on pay-per-view and said boycott, no matter of what reason it is. He went on there and said boycott on pay-per-view in front of an audience like that. So, and you mad now because they didn't put Terrence Crawford up there, bro? Come on, fam. You can't do that, fam.
It's not
Stop
only
that.
Wow.
It's not only Terrence Crawford. It's Andy Ruiz too. He
Okay,
wasn't
so
recognized in
what?
WBO.
So
And it's
hold on.
no,
So can I ask you
Hold
my
up,
question?
no. Oh yeah, go ahead, Black.
So my question to you is, do you kind of support what the PBC is doing
No,
at this
no,
point
no,
as far
no.
as like hold
Uh,
on, let me finish. What they
hey, and
doing at this
oh
particular
man,
time because once again, I gotta keep saying this. At one point, everybody in this boxing media was pushing one face, one name, undisputed.
strap season,
Don't you
strap
need a
season.
Come on,
WBO?
let Black
Hold
talk,
on, hold
bro.
on. Don't you need a WBO strap to complete your quest of undisputed? Go ahead.
Yes.
Absolutely, Black. And I'm not on here pushing that agenda like that.
So, are you okay with
No. So
these?
you ain't gonna let me answer the question, nigga, Black.
I just want to make sure you
Well,
understand what I'm asking you.
No,
hey,
okay, go ahead. Go ahead,
As
Black.
long as you understand what I'm asking you,
No, I
like
want you to go ahead. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
my question to you is, do you care about undisputed anymore? Like, are you okay with
No,
like
I
it don't
do. Come on, man. You know
WBO?
how I feel
Because
about
hold
that. I
on,
do.
because you got to understand, it looks like the PBC is totally extracting the WBO out of the equation completely. Like, nigga, it's
right.
just
So,
IBF,
so
WBA, WBC, and
Hey,
this is
yo,
what we
Black,
doing.
but
Big,
you have to take into account, bro, what the
exactly.
WBO did to the
hold
PBC.
up real quick.
All
Hold up.
right,
So
I'm just asking y'all. I'm just
no,
asking y'all.
no. But let me ask. No, I'm not with that shit that PBC doing. Y'all know how I feel about PBC. I'm not on here talking about PBC. I'm talking about specifically. We was talking about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. We know PBC do a lot of bullshit. So I'm not doing it. I'm not pushing
But Craig, real
against.
quick, You got to understand that this is something that the WBO president said.
I know, but that's one.
Okay?
That's one guy. He look.
Right, and then I gave you examples.
Hold up, man. Let me answer,
man.
bro. Damn, unbiased away. That's the WBO president, Black. You feel me? So, and you got to understand, he has his champion in Terrence Crawford, right? Who the biggest name that the WBO got, I think, in boxing. I think he the biggest name that they got. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Fury, they got Crawford, and they got
I know, but
Ruiz.
I know, but Crawford, like,
not Fury, my bad, not Fury.
But like Crawford is like that, the legitimate force that the WBO have. So the WBO, and they doing their job, they supposed to get out here and protect him and say things like that. And I'm not mad at them, bro, because they supposed to get out here. No,
this
look.
Nigga Crawford is forcing these niggas against the wall.
No, Black.
Exactly. And that's the thing, correct? Like, I'm not saying,
God.
look, no, but hold on, man, because you were just talking for like 5 minutes. Let me just say this.
I wasn't.
Like, listen, look, hold on, wait.
Oh, all right, go ahead, bro, go ahead.
But correct. When Earl Spence is at a top rank event, they put him on the camera. They even shout him out like, "Oh, this is Earl Spence, the current IBF champion." But they don't do that for Crawford. They didn't even recognize him as a WBO champion or anything like that. Wow. That's my whole thing. And now they're trying to take away recognize the WBO belt all in totality. Now people could say, "Oh, you got to look at the lawsuit and blah blah blah." During the lawsuit, Al Heyman and Bob were making fights. They just made Fury versus Wilder 2. There is no excuse. The excuse is out the door, fam. They just don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. That's it.
It's out. Hey, man.
Hey, bro, but Bud has to wait his turn. That's what IOTBA is trying to get to.
Right.
And that's what. Hold up, let me talk now, unbiased. And that's the problem unbiased have right there. Unbiased can't take this. This the type of body shots that unbiased don't like. He don't like them body shots. The fact that Terrence Crawford have to wait his turn.
All right, that would be fine. Like,
but look though. It ain't just Terrence Crawford. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, Black, real quick. It ain't just Terrence Crawford who had to wait his turn. Earl Spence had to wait his turn. Right. Keith Thurman had to wait his turn. Okay. Everybody got to wait their turn, fam. Right. And at the end of the day, look, this is the thing right here. We all believe that Earl Spence going to get past Sean Porter, right or wrong.
Hopefully.
Okay, so basically.
RTBA. RTBA.
Hopefully you will do that, sir. Hopefully you will do that, sir.
Well, hold on. RTBA, I'll be on your side 100%.
Come on, Earl.
I'd be on your side 100%, right? If Bud had to wait his turn, but what they're doing right now is not even recognizing the WBO belt.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so let me ask you a question real quick, and I'm gonna be quiet. Do you tell the truth? You don't believe Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford gonna happen, do you?
At this point,
I'm asking you, that's a yes or no, unbiased.
What the president is saying is true? Then
yes or no?
Listen, I'm gonna give y'all this. I'm gonna give y'all the answer.
You believe, tell the truth, yes or no. You believe Earl Spence is trying to duck Terrence Crawford, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So look, that's so did you when I went back and I was listening to that good live stream yesterday, it was 5 hours. Good live stream. I was up all night listening to that motherfucker. But look, when I was up listening to it, you sitting up there so agitated that Earl Spence say that he wants to fight J-Rock or that they'll do it in the future.
But I told you this, correct? I even said that. All right.
I know, but look.
So he on the same shit I'm on. Like, what the fuck is this?
Look.
Hey, but that's TV. That's my whole thing. Right?
Look, Black. You got a way of saying stuff too, but unbiased got a way of saying stuff, bro. Like,
well, that's why he a beast.
No, I fuck with unbiased though, and I couldn't wait to get on her.
You better come with your A.
No, straight up.
Game.
But hold on, LTBA. My thing is right. Like, I what the PBC is doing right now is bullshit, bro. Like, if they wanted to not recognize the WBO belt, they should have did it a long time ago when the WBO was, you know what I mean, dicking around Floyd Mayweather when they didn't want to give him his strap after he beat Manny. You know, they should have just been like, all right, we're not messing with you guys. And that would have been fine. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a problem with that because I know the WBO plays favoritism to Frank and Bob. But, you know, the WBC and they play favoritism to Golden Boy and PBC. So all sanctioning bodies have favoritism to certain promoters. My whole thing is, though, like, it just looks like that fight's not going to happen because of what they're doing now. Because I was on board when Spence was saying that the fight would happen if he didn't get the Manny fight. He said
But this
that
was
in the
crazy
interview
right here. Like
2 days
and
ago.
Look, this was
And
crazy
then,
right here.
but then
Hold up,
also
boss.
he said,
Hold
wait, I'm not
up,
done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Hold up, bro.
Well,
Because
hold
you
on.
would just keep.
This nigga,
Don't cut
let
me
me just
off
say-
on bias. Don't cut me
hey,
off
this
on the
nigga
call next time.
LTV. Hey, look,
No,
LTV
go on,
cut me
boss.
off.
Go on, boss.
Okay.
He
so,
like 10 minutes is long enough, nigga. Come on, buddy. Go ahead.
But I was just saying, because then after he said that about fighting Crawford if he doesn't get Manny, he then the next day was tweeting J-Rock talking about fighting him. So I'm like, yo, what is going on? You got to stick to one plot, like stick to one thing.
Look at
Hey, bro,
do
but
what you're
Spence has
supposed to do.
options. It's good for him
Hey,
to have
why,
options.
why,
And
hey,
look,
why
but
Spence
look,
ain't
look,
say,
I
that's
told
an
y'all how I
excuse.
feel on that. But look,
Hey,
I
but
don't even.
That's
I
an
don't want.
excuse,
Oh,
bro.
go ahead, Black.
and I'm glad we got 214 niggas on here. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I look,
That's-
look, Black. Y'all know how I feel on that. I want Spence to just focus on 147, but I don't got no problem with him jabbing back and forth with J Rock. That's potentially a matchup in the future that possibly could happen. That most likely will happen. Bias just so tight on everything Earl Spence do. It's crazy.
Hey, look though, I'm gonna tell
Hey,
you
yo,
this
bro,
shit
Unbiased,
like
unbiased.
this. Real
hold
quick.
on.
Unbiased.
No,
Hey,
stop, bro. You
unbiased.
don't let nobody talk, fam. Stop. Now look,
This
unbiased
what
in
we
up here,
do,
man.
bro.
But look, he mad, Black. He mad at Earl Spence. How you know he's saying Terrence Crawford got to wait his turn, and he talking about Terrence Crawford gonna really trying to get that fight. Nigga, when Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao was under the same banner for years, he could never get that fight, fam. Jeff Horn got a Manny Pacquiao fight before him. So how serious do we believe that Bob Arum is about really making this fight happen?
Really?
No, I'm just saying.
So,
I ain't trying to push that. I'm just saying.
Correct.
Is
You
that
really
fact
want to
or
go down
fiction?
that road?
No, I'm
Do you
asking
want
you,
to
is
go
that
down?
fact or
No,
fiction? Is that
do you
fact or
want to go
fiction?
down that road?
That's a
Do you
fact.
want to go down that
That's a
road?
Is that
fact.
fact or fiction?
That's a
Unbiased?
fact.
All right.
Look,
Okay.
he just
Unbiased, you ain't
yelling.
gonna answer my question?
No, that's
Look,
Yes
fact.
or no,
Now it's
bro?
my turn.
Is that
Now
fact?
it's my turn. I just said, yeah, no,
I
that
didn't
fight
even get
didn't
to
happen.
ask
You're
my
right.
question to him.
Manny didn't want to fight him. You're right. Now mute. Now you go on mute, and now it's my turn because you really didn't want to go down that road, right?
Y'all niggas,
Okay.
man.
So Spence, right? He didn't get the Danny fight. He didn't get the Porter fight. He didn't get the Thurman fight. He didn't even get the Manny fight. Just like Crawford, correct? Except he didn't get none of those fights I said previously. Crawford became undisputed. So if you really want to look at who wants to make fights, I'm gonna go with Bob, right? Because look at Bob, who just got 2 champions on his side of the street. Guess what's happening? They're unifying. Vostek and Beterbiev. That took months to make. Spence became a champion in 2017. It took 2
Oh
years.
Lord.
2 years before he
Oh
could
Lord.
become a unified champion.
Come on,
So don't
man.
start
Because
Look,
he
that
just
shit
didn't want to
about,
fight with him,
hey,
dude.
don't exactly. He just said about Manny Pacquiao. Manny didn't want to fight Bud. I just tied it all together. Don't fuck with me on that
So
joint.
hold on, that's
Because
what I'm saying. Why
Bob
Bud
want to
didn't
make
ever get that fight?
Bob want to. Okay, why Spence
Was you
didn't
Hey,
never
but
get
was
none
you
of
answer
the
the
making
fights he
questions,
videos
wanted?
bro.
crying about that, Unbiased?
Why
Did you make a
didn't
bunch of
Spence get the
videos getting Nah, bro,
why didn't
Spence
Spence
got
get the
Sean
fights he
Porter
didn't want?
over her to unify.
Why didn't Spence get
You,
the fights that he wanted? Huh?
what you mean? That's
What do
what
you
I
mean? What do I
said.
mean?
No, that's what I.
Okay, so then why are you trying to say Bud didn't get the Manny Pacquiao
No. You
fight?
talking about
Come
now?
on,
But
bro.
at least Spence are getting the opportunity to fight Sean Porter now.
Okay, and at
That's
least
one.
Bud was
And look, it's for the
undisputed.
You act like it ain't for the WBC belt or something, and the IBF title on the line.
Bud already touched unified belts. This is
Man,
Spence's
that's
first
at
unification.
140. It doesn't
Come on,
matter,
bro.
bro.
Yes,
so
it
real
Listen,
quick.
matters.
so
Yes,
He
it
unified
matters.
against a bum.
hold up real quick. Let me go on and 30 unbiased with this one. He talking about this is
Try it.
his unification. You know why? Because he was going through the same thing Terrence Crawford going through right now. Nobody wanted to
Okay.
fight him, fam.
Right. No. Okay. And
So what
nobody
are
wants to
you
fight
talking
Bud.
about,
You
bro?
making my point, bro. You
How
making
am I
my
making?
point
How
because
nobody don't
because
want
look,
to?
hold on.
No,
See,
bro.
look, like,
Look,
No,
look, this
listen.
the
no, it
point.
ain't
Oh,
Hey,
nobody
hold
want
on,
to.
hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
this
no,
is
hold
it
on,
no,
right
hold
no.
on,
here.
Hey,
Hey,
hold
listen
listen,
on,
to
y'all.
it. This is
Hey,
it
hold
right
on.
here.
y'all
This is
be
nah.
trying to.
Maxwell,
No, no,
wait.
no,
You can
B,
fight
because
then. Shut up. Shut up.
IOTBA,
Nah. This
IOTBA
is
had
it
said
right
that
here.
Spence had
This
to
is
wait
it
his
right
turn.
here.
So Bud is
This
waiting
is
his turn.
this is it
Didn't I
right
say
here.
Spencer
All
had
This
to
right.
is
wait his
this is it.
turn?
Thank you,
Hey,
Yeah,
Vital,
that's
for
what he
that.
said, bro.
okay.
Unbiased
Didn't
doesn't
I
always
No,
say
listen
no,
to
that,
no,
that.
no, no, no.
unbiased?
This is
So,
it right here,
so
right?
look, it
Because
All
ain't
right.
you
Hey,
about
you
not
look.
gotta
wanting
no
to
wait
fight.
wait
Hey,
wait. Let me talk. Let me
Ray, you
talk,
gotta let
please.
him talk though.
Let me
Okay.
talk because it all started because you said I think that Bud Spence is not going to fight Bud, and I said you asked me if I think that Spence is ducking him right now. You yourself just said Bud is in the same position as Spence was back then, that nobody
And
wanted to
but
fight him.
look,
So you are insinuating that
okay,
Spence doesn't want to fight Bud,
okay,
which is
all right,
considered
Woo.
ducking,
okay.
body bag.
Hold up. That ain't no
Damn.
fucking body bag. Didn't I say Thurman went through that same shit?
It's in the
Then I
dirt.
said, then
Exactly,
hold up. How the fuck is
exactly.
you
So
body
you
bag?
make so
Hold up,
you
bro. Let
making
me
my
talk now,
point.
bro.
You're making my point.
Goddamn,
Thank
let me
you.
talk, bro. Black, goddamn, you keep saying correct. Is you gonna tell this nigga to shut up and let me talk?
Go ahead.
No,
I'm
I
listening.
said the same shit about Thurman had to wait. Then
Uh
I say the
huh.
same shit about Sean Porter. Everybody had to wait, fam. Earl is fighting fucking Porter right now. Why the fuck would he stop? And they both were PBC to go fight Terrence Crawford. How much sense do that make? I'm biased. You just mad because Terrence Crawford got to wait. That's what you mad at.
To be honest with you, man, I don't even see where anger even is even relevant. We just looking at facts. Like it
Right.
don't look
He
like
don't
they
like
want.
facts.
Listen,
No,
it goes back to listen.
go
You just
ahead,
want
Black.
to
Go ahead.
yell
Go
when
ahead.
I get ready to make my point. It just
He
goes
don't like
back to the
facts.
beginning of when I asked you, and this is one our question I've been waiting to ask you is like, you saying, look, he got to wait, but I guarantee you, if the dude that had to wait was Errol Spence and Crawford, he was in the same position as Crawford, or the roles are switched or whatnot, you be giving them all the smoke. Like why my
Yep.
nigga he the most duck nigga out here. These niggas didn't fucking duck my belt because they don't want to fucking fight me. You be like, nigga, I know how you are, nigga. So you gonna promote what you promote, but at the end of the day, what's facts is facts.
Oh, can I
Nigga,
go?
that's what happened.
Can I respond to that, Black?
Hey,
Go ahead.
ILTBA,
Oh,
ILTBA.
bro, can I want to? I don't
That
know. Let me respond to Black first, bro. I don't need to get
was.
clouded up. Now, Black,
Okay,
if
go
no,
ahead.
no, no, no.
Go
Look,
ahead, bro.
fam, and you know what? You 100% correct, right? I used to be mad as hell why people wouldn't give Earl Spence the fight. I used to be pissed off, like, damn, why nobody want to fight Keith Thurman? I used to be pissed off, but as I understand the game of boxing, that's just the way it go. Look, Earl Spence is fighting a dude who's under the same banner as him. Do that make more sense to fight the dude that's under the same banner with him, or
Bro,
go do something different?
that's not the
Two
debate.
years later.
That's not the
So,
2 years
so
debate.
y'all
later.
go. Oh, so y'all ain't
That's
gonna
not
answer
the
my
debate.
question.
You are
No.
talking about something that's irrelevant to what we're talking about.
So it's irrelevant
The
because
the the
you.
point is when you are dropping the WBO, you are dropping undisputed.
The fight. You're
But that's
dropping the
coming from
fight in
one side,
totality.
Black.
And it's
You're not
basically
understanding it.
it's dropping the whole leverage. Like, okay, I should fight you because you got a belt. If they don't care about the belt, then it's all about business now. Like,
So
if I
so
decide to fight you, if the money is right, that's what it's about. It ain't
so
about undisputed
But
no more.
correct.
so Black.
This is what I think you're
Hold
not.
up,
Hold
bro.
on.
Bro,
So
No, but I
that's
Black,
not
think you're not
debating.
understanding.
do you think Black that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence gonna fight?
When Errol Spence decides to fight Crawford, that's when the fight will happen.
I'm saying, do you think they gonna fight though?
I don't
Nigga,
know.
I'm just dealing with present day. He don't want to
I,
fight him right now.
so you don't think the fight gonna ever happen?
I'm dealing with right now. I can't deal with what the fuck he gonna do 2 years. I ain't got time. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about right now.
So, but what
So
you mean?
right
Right,
now he
right
ain't
now he
doing it.
got Sean Porter in here to him for the
Right,
WBC belt.
right.
2 years
But
later.
but we gonna just deal with. We know his energy ain't there with Bud Crawford. He
Nah,
let it be known. We listen. He gonna treat it like the Mayweather Pacquiao. This is your nigga that say all of
Yep.
this shit, and all we
Easy
do
route
is hold him to
promotions.
what he's saying. So we know it ain't happening no time soon. And we seeing what's happening right now with this WBO shit.
so let me ask you
Where's this
this:
shit coming
if
from?
if Earl
And
get
we
by
didn't make
if
the WBO
no
president
look
make that statement
no,
to
but
put
if
Errol
Earl get
Spence in it. He
if
did
Earl
that.
get if Earl get by Porter, is Manny Pacquiao gonna fight Earl next, or you gonna say Manny Pacquiao ducking Earl Spence?
No, I want Errol to fucking become undisputed if that's his mission. But when you cutting the WBO out of the equation, What the fuck does that
You're
mean
not.
now?
But who is
That's the
cutting that
point,
out? But that's coming from
bro. But
one
that's
side, bro.
no, it's not. No, it's
Yeah,
not,
bro, it's
bro.
not
That's
Spence that's doing it, bro. It's
bro.
the
Listen,
PBC.
listen. Nah,
He
this
just
is
gave you about
exactly.
5
Thank you.
points to
Hey,
back
Mexican
that
fight
up.
fan. Mexican fight fan? Can you say that again, please? Just
It's
say it
not
again.
Spence, it's the PBC.
Okay, PBC.
So you
Now,
can't blame
where does
Spence.
Spence
So
decide? Where does
how
Spence
is
fight?
That's the side
Hold
he's
on.
on.
Where exactly? Thank you.
but
End of
with
story.
or without belt,
Conversation.
Spence is beating that ass.
Conversation
That's what
over.
we're saying.
So y'all taking
That's
it
the
personal
conversation is
because we
over.
talking about Errol Spence, but he's
No,
connected
I'm
to
not
that
taking
whole
it personal.
shit.
No, my whole thing, it wasn't even coming on here to talk about that. My whole thing was coming on here to saying that
You was
I'm
trying to say I
biased.
was paying
You
the
said he's creating
narrative,
a
right?
narrative,
You was
bro.
painting
Like
a
we know
narrative
you
like
did.
Earl Spence trying to run, like he trying to go to
right?
154
Hey,
and
low
not
key, I
fight
agree
And
with
Terrence
and
Crawford.
IOTBA. You're painting the
Of
and
course
narrative
you
I
do.
unbiased.
and I gave you all facts of what I was
But
saying. It was not a
and
narrative. It
unbiased,
was
but you
all
believe,
I was doing. Hey, all I was
believe in
doing.
your heart though that
No,
fight
no,
not
no.
gonna happen.
Listen, but IOTBA, look, this is
It
how
don't matter what
this
we
is how
believe, bro. It don't.
exactly. You
No, it
look,
It
do
ain't
I go
about what
matter.
by
we
It do
believe.
oh
We
matter
just
man.
because
looking
we
at
cover the
what's
Just
going
sport
hold
of
on,
on.
hold on, hold
boxing.
on.
Facts.
Let me just say this. Let me say this. I just go by facts. Whatever is presented to me and I can use as a tool and see this is why this is happening, I'm gonna go by that. WBO belt was not recognized at all by PBC that night, and that made me believe like, yo, what's going on? Then the WBO president comes out and says this. Okay, so
But
that's a fact, and then this is a fact. So I'm
it's
going
cra-
by those two facts.
it's crazy how
You get
y'all
it?
got this energy now. But
Oh
like,
man.
but
Oh, here you
hold on,
go,
real quick.
nigga. Look,
Hold
look,
on.
look.
Damn,
Hell
can
nah.
I say
Hey,
what I'm gonna
look.
say?
Don't get
Hold
it
on, let me.
twisted.
Damn,
Our
Black.
niggas know how we do in the
No,
UGC.
no, no,
Free
no,
smoke,
no.
nigga.
Is you
Free,
gonna
we
let
the
me?
real free smoke with
Hold on,
this
see.
shit.
So now you gonna scream
Don't
over
even
me
act
not
like
letting
this
me?
something new, nigga.
Hold on, no,
Don't
no,
act like
nigga,
this
come on,
something
bro.
new.
Man, stop it, bro.
I'll
Stop.
shred that false
Stop.
shit,
You ain't
nigga.
gonna even let me talk and say
All
what
right.
I'm gonna say.
I'm just gonna check
Let
that
him
shit
rock.
right there.
I say so. We got
Go
a
ahead.
lot of energy towards this right here, but when Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fought a week apart, when Earl fought Ocampo and I forgot who Terrence Crawford fought,
Yeah.
and then they had the opportunity to fight then, but Crawford chose Benavidez, and that was
Okay.
the
So
perfect
we
timing for the fight.
Oh,
But that
he
was
got you
then,
with
though.
that
Hold
one,
on,
bro. He
hold on,
got
hold
you
on,
with
hold
that
on,
one.
hold on, hold on,
let
hold
me
on.
get this
Hold on,
straight.
hold
Let me
on.
get this
I ain't
straight,
through
No,
yet. I
brother.
that's
ain't through. I
easy.
ain't
Let
through
me get
though. I
this
ain't through.
straight. What you
Hey, let him
saying
speak,
Black.
is
bro.
So
Let
you
him
ain't gonna let
speak.
me.
because no,
You
no,
ain't gonna
that's
let
a
me.
false narrative.
All
That's a
right, go
false
ahead,
narrative
Black.
what you
Go
saying.
Because
ahead,
that's
Black. Go
fake.
ahead. Go ahead, Black.
That
Go ahead.
sound
That's
like hold
false.
on, let me say
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That
I
sound
got
like a
it.
false narrative.
Go ahead.
That
That
Go
is a
sound
ahead.
like
false
a false
narrative.
narrative right there
I'm gonna
to
Go
debunk
me.
it
ahead.
right now. Can I debunk
I
it?
can't.
I
I
can
can't
I
debunk
even.
it.
could.
I
I
only get.
could. I really could, but you know what? Like, look,
Let
I'm
me
gonna let you
body
make
that.
it today, correct?
No, don't let
Unbiased.
me.
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
don't.
no, no.
Hold
I'm
on.
not
Let
letting
me.
him make it.
But y'all
Nigga,
ain't let
I'm
me
not letting.
finish.
be
See,
Nah,
honest
see,
nah,
with
the
me.
nah.
If
I'm
thing
you
not
is,
want,
letting you
every
make
time
it.
I
if
get.
you
Man, y'all
listen,
I'm not
double
letting you
teaming,
I don't
make
want
bro.
it.
him to make
No,
it, but I
I ain't
already know
worried
you
about the
trying to get
double
it.
team. It's just the thing
No,
won't
hold
even let
on.
me finish getting my shit off.
I'm
You
because I'm
already
not letting him
just
make
asked
it.
me a question.
Let me
I
debunk
can't
that
even
real
get my
quick.
shit out because as soon as I said
Hey,
that,
I'm biased. Let him finish, bro. Let him finish.
All
so
right, go
all I'm
ahead. Go
saying
ahead.
is, bro, if we gonna have that energy now, we should have had that energy then
Okay.
when Terrence Crawford chose to fight Benavidez then to
Mm.
unify with Earl Spence. That's all I'm saying.
So let me ask
Okay.
you this question:
Oh,
What you saying? What
And
you?
no WBO had came out and said anything
Here you
about
go.
nothing
let
yet.
me
That
get.
don't. Here you
Can
Go
I
go.
ahead,
Here
can
you
I
Black.
go
get
with
him,
that shit.
please? Because
All right.
that's a lie. What he just did was a
Yeah, that's
lie.
what I said.
Okay.
That's a
What did I
narrative right
lie
there.
about?
So
That's a
you did
narrative.
lie because
What did I
in
lie?
that time. Okay, let me tell you. Because in that time, guess what was happening?
What was that?
Mikey and Spence were in negotiations. So that's a body. So you just lied
I don't
and
even
said that
understand why you
they
did that,
could
How
man.
was that
they
in
could
negotiation?
because Mikey and
I
Spence
don't
were in
even
Bro,
understand why
that
you
was
negotiations to
no,
did
we
fight.
that.
weren't in
Wait,
negotiation.
wait. So you
Yes,
can't
yes, they
negotiate
were.
more than
Yes, they
one
were.
fight, bro?
Hold on. Yes, they were. And you know what? Spence did an interview on Black Fight Fan TV around that
He
same time
did.
period and said,
Yes, he did.
exactly
He
saying that
motherfucking did, nigga. Y'all can't
the only
deny
reason
that shit.
No, I'm not.
Crawford hold on, I'm not done. The only reason Crawford wanted to
Yeah, you
fight
gonna get
me
the.
now is because he has nobody to fight.
He did,
That was the
nigga.
same exact
Y'all
time.
niggas gotta
And in
stop.
Man,
that
listen,
same
bro.
hold on,
Man,
I'm not
he's
done. I'm
That
not
flexing
is
on
done.
it,
a.
bro.
Y'all gotta
He's just
stop that
I'm not
shit.
flexing. That's
done.
just a
I'm
flex.
not done. I'm not done. And in that
I
same
mean,
No,
the
interview,
hold on,
fucking
I'm biased.
hold
Get the
on,
fuck
man.
out of here with that shit.
No,
You not
hold
done
on,
because
hold
when
on.
I
Not,
don't be
bro.
In
We
done,
that
not.
same
you
interview,
keep
Not.
in
You
that,
going.
opened up a different
in that,
wormhole with that, fam. You
in
shouldn't have
that, in
done
that
that.
same interview,
No, I ain't mad
in
about
that
you.
same interview,
I,
in that same interview, he
That's
told
a
them.
false narrative
They
you try
asked
to
him.
do right
They
there.
asked. Wait. They asked
Black,
him.
stop
Let
it,
me just
Black.
finish. Let
Yeah,
me
I'm
just
telling you, we gonna
finish.
get you on that shit, nigga.
Oh man.
I ain't
Hey,
False
let me.
pushing.
narrative,
No,
nigga.
nigga, I'm gonna
Let me
get
just
y'all on the
finish.
false
Let me
narratives
just
y'all push
finish.
too.
Ain't
Let me
it
just
ain't no
finish.
one over here. Ain't no
But
false
hold on.
Come
Let me.
narrative.
on, bro.
Hey,
Don't
let me
say
just
I'm pushing
finish.
no false narratives because I'm gonna say the same thing back.
You can say
Damn.
it,
Let me
don't
just
mean it's the
finish,
real
bro.
though.
I mean, and
Let me
that's
just.
exactly how I feel.
Uh,
All right,
let me
we're
just
gonna
get him though. Let me
hit you with the
finish.
facts.
Okay, so in that same interview, he said they asked him, "Why can't you fight Crawford next?" He said, "Well, I already got a fight lined up, and we just working on it right now. We're finalizing the date and the venue." Bang!
Man, the
Then that was Mikey
Benavidez fight
Garcia.
was
It's
already signed,
over.
sealed, and
It's
delivered,
over.
bro.
It's over.
The
It's over.
Benavidez fight
It's
was already
over.
signed,
Yep.
sealed,
Then
and
why he
Hey,
didn't?
hey,
delivered.
That's
hey,
Then,
true.
So
then
Dre.
hold
how's that
on.
But
over
already
with,
had a fight
fam?
Let me
on
ask you
the
this. Let
table,
me ask you
bro.
this quick
Dre.
Oh my
question.
God!
Let
You
me ask
don't say
y'all.
all the facts. You just say what Earl
No.
Spence was talking
So
about. You
hold
don't
That's
on, hold
half
say
on,
facts.
that
What
the
you're saying,
hold up.
unbiased.
You don't
real
say
quick,
that the
real quick.
Benavidez
No.
fight was already signed, sealed, and delivered,
And
fam.
listen,
No,
I'm
it
gonna
wasn't.
let
You
y'all
see how
talk
you
right
do,
after this.
fam?
I'm gonna let y'all talk right after this because I know y'all got a lot to say. My question to you: why didn't Errol Spence say that in those interviews that he did on Black Fight Fans Channel and all this shit? That this nigga ducking me to fight Benavidez. Why he didn't say all of that? That's not what he
He
said.
didn't. He
Y'all
didn't
are
say
saying
that.
that.
Right. Because
Y'all are saying
Crawford's
that.
Man,
fight
Earl
with
He
Jose
Spence
never
said this
said
Crawford's
himself.
fight.
nothing like that.
Earl,
You
Earl
know why he
Spence,
didn't say that? You know
no,
why he
hold
didn't say
up,
that?
man. You know what he said?
Because
Earl Spence said
Crawford.
this right here. Earl Spence said every time they got Terrence Crawford got a fight lined up, he mentioned my name, and that's
And then,
if that's not.
and also,
Yep.
you know what else he
Hold
said?
up, and
Nope.
if
Yep.
that's
Cloud
not
Nope.
chasing.
facts, hold up. Now, is
Well,
Nope.
that facts or not facts?
Facts.
Nope.
great. Yeah, that is facts. You know what else
False.
is facts? When he came in face to face with him, he said, "You know what? I got about 2 or 3 fights lined up." Didn't he
Yep.
say that?
Yeah.
He did say
That,
that.
that
Oh,
that was
okay.
just a flex. That was just a flex, bro.
Man, shut
Right.
up.
There
Ain't
y'all
Y'all
no
go with
fact.
boys are
that
fighting.
shit. There y'all go with that flex
Damn,
shit
Black,
again.
I
You
ain't say
talking about
flex.
flex and blah blah
Blacks, I
blah.
said that was a
Man, get out
fact.
of
He
here.
said that. That's what I said.
I'm just trying
I
to
Shit.
see
And
what
said
not
that
Big
was
Box
only
the
that,
said.
fact.
hey,
Big
not
Box
only
said with
that,
that flex
man.
shit again.
Not only that, hey, that same
But
day,
what I'm
that same
saying
day of that
is,
interview. Hold on, that same day of that interview, Floyd came out and said that we're gonna marinate that fight. That's another body. Man, stop playing with
another
me,
body.
man.
What you mean another? Man,
Floyd
you
came
stop
out.
playing
Hey,
with me.
Floyd.
I'm biased. What are you talking about? You say 3 words and you talking about this a body.
Yeah, I
What
stopped
are you
counting.
That's
talking
a
about?
body, bro. Stop
You won't even
playing.
go back to what I you won't even go back to what I said about when Terrence Crawford had the Benavidez fight up and then he talking about Earl Spence. Why
He
is he
Fuck
talking
didn't.
about
out of
Earl
He
here.
Spence?
didn't.
Hold up,
He
hold
didn't.
up. Hold up. Yes, he did.
He
Stop. Why are you
didn't
talking
though.
about? Why
No,
are
he
you
didn't.
lying like that, fam? Don't
So
lie like
He
Spence,
that.
didn't
He
so
though.
was
Spence
talking
wanted the
about that.
Crawford fight? That's what you trying to say?
Huh?
He
Spence
did.
wanted
No,
He didn't.
no,
you
no,
trying to
Ben,
say
look,
hold on,
bro.
I'm asking
Hold up.
you.
Yeah,
I'm trying
look,
to
what I'm
ask you.
telling
I'm trying to ask
is
you.
you. I heard you, Black.
Did
Let me
Spence
answer.
want the Crawford fight?
Look,
Is that
fam.
what you trying to tell me?
This is what I'm telling you right here.
All right. You ain't telling
Earl
me.
Spence, Terrence Crawford was available. If Terrence
No, it
Crawford
wasn't.
really if Terrence Crawford really wanted that smoke,
Oh, okay. So I asked you, did Errol
he would
Spence
have
want
pushed for
that
this
Crawford
fight.
fight?
Hold up. He would have pushed for this fight, but did he push for that fight? No. He went and already signed, sealed, and delivered
You know
the
what it proves?
Benavidez fight.
He didn't want the fight
Hold up. He
then.
went and
He
signed,
don't
sealed,
want
and
it now,
delivered the
and we don't know if he
Benavidez
gonna
fight.
want it in the future.
Hold up. Let me finish,
That's
Black.
what that
Nah.
proves.
He went and signed, sealed, and delivered the Benavidez fight. And as soon as he had that fight signed, sealed, and delivered, then him and Bob Arum start talking about, we want Earl Spence. Huh?
No.
Clout
Huh?
chasing. Clout chasing.
Huh?
No.
Huh?
No.
Hold up. This is the same.
You
Hold
got
up.
you
And
got
y'all
the you got
always
the
talk. Hold up. One more thing. Y'all always talking about the first. Like I remember when Terrence Crawford had. I
Let
remember.
him marinate on his
I remember when
shit.
Terrence Crawford was on HBO,
Yeah,
right?
body bag.
And I remember after that fight, Terrence Crawford was talking to Max Kellerman, and Max Kellerman asked me, he's like, "And the super fight is everybody is talking about is you and Earl Spence." You know what Terrence Crawford said?
You really
And
want to
look,
go down that
hold
road?
up, bro, hold up. This was before Earl Spence was even a champion. You know what Terrence Crawford said? Ain't he moving to 154?
You know what's funny?
Hold on, is
Ain't
that
he
Earl,
really
fact or
say
hey,
that?
fiction? Is that fact
Earl
or
Spence.
fiction, unbiased?
Hey, Earl Spence on that same
I asked
show.
you, is that fact or fiction?
Earl Spence on that
Why you
same
won't
show,
answer
bro.
if that's fact or fiction, bro?
Answer the question, bro.
He
Is
said
that
he
all?
thought
Is
that
that
Earl
all he has?
that
Though I was looking for
Unbiased. Is that
more.
fact or
I was
fiction,
looking for more.
unbiased?
Like, is that all you got? You know,
he
you
thought
never
Earl
say
Spence.
It
that.
don't matter if you was looking for more, Black.
Hold
Is
on,
that
That
hold
fact
wasn't
on,
or
hold on.
enough.
fiction?
wasn't enough.
Is that
He
fact or
thought Earl
fiction, though,
Spence.
Black?
Yeah,
That
he
ain't
thought
enough.
Earl Spence. He
Why y'all
thought
won't
Earl
answer
Spence
my
was going up
questions, but
to
y'all want me
man.
to
You
answer
said you
y'all?
talking to unbiased.
No, I'm
He
talking to both of y'all. Was that fact or fiction what I
I
just
don't
said
he
about
know.
thought
Crow?
I don't know. You
he
tell
thought
me.
he
It was
thought Earl
fact.
Spence.
That's why you're not debating me on it.
No, I'm
He
saying, but
thought
we
Earl
having a
Spence.
come.
He
Man,
thought
this is
Earl
UGC
Spence was
boxing
going to
channel. This is what
154.
we
Yeah.
do. Everybody a part of this. We
Oh
having a
man,
conversation.
Oh, now
Answer the
we
bro.
debating
question,
all of
unbiased,
us.
bro.
We
He
debating all of us
said
now.
Black, every
he
question
thought
you ask me, I answer.
they
Yeah,
won't
but
even
you was
let me
just
answer
talking
it.
to
So
unbiased though.
it's all
So you
good, bro.
asked me
Yeah,
or
it
him?
don't matter. But when you, you see,
See, hey, unbiased, you cooking that nigga.
It's
You
all
trying to
good.
I
debate
ain't
me
cooking
now,
me.
shit.
No,
It's
he
good.
ain't
It's good.
cooking
Go
me.
ahead.
Stop
You
it.
want smoking
Keep
me
it. Go
now,
ahead.
shit.
No, I don't. I'm
He
trying to
re
have no
he
smoke.
re
I'm just talking.
this
Go
nigga
ahead, unbiased.
redirecting the smoke
Man,
over
bro, both of
here.
y'all been coming at me. Go ahead, unbiased. What you got to say?
Okay, I was gonna
You been
say
getting
that he
slammed out
thought
here, man, with this
Buck,
he
shit.
you a slick motherfucker.
he thought Earl Spence was moving up and couldn't make the weight anymore.
Man,
That's
you
what he
know, it's just
thought.
been a lot of
Now I'm not
That's
saying
sparring.
what he thought. That's
Oh,
what he
now
he,
you
thought.
yeah,
now you know
okay,
what
and
he
it
thinks.
and
Okay,
also, hey,
Hey,
also, hey,
hey, I'll
you know what he thinks
also,
now.
you know what it
Okay.
is?
also in that same no wait, hold on, Black. In that same interview, what else did Crawford say? He said if Earl Spence is the man that is standing in front of me, then me and him are gonna fight.
Boy,
That's
pull
what
up
he
the
said in the
video
interview
proof.
too.
Pull up that
Also,
video
you
proof.
know what? That's
Pull up
easy.
that
I'll put it in
video
the chat.
proof.
You know what else? You know what else? When Earl
Damn, you
Spence
should
was on
never
that
done
show,
that.
hold on. Hey, hold on. When Earl Spence was on that show and they asked him about his mega fight, what did he say?
What did he say? Tell me. You tell me.
They had to tell him to say Terrence Crawford's
Hold
name.
on real quick, y'all.
Max Kellerman was like that, that special guy in the division. He's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know. And they're like, you know who I'm talking about. Terrence Crawford. And he's like, oh well, if he comes up, I mean, if he's gonna be the guy in the division, yeah, he was in there stuttering and shit. He didn't even want to say Terrence Crawford's name. So stop playing, man. I'll put all the videos
That's
in the chat.
hey, but shout out to the chat anyway, though, since you said that. Hey, Ernst43, what's up, man? Says it would be fun to listen. Uh, Django says he asked him that when Bud was at 140.
Here, I'll drop the link to Earl
Oh,
Spence's.
I've seen Johnny Boy on here, man. Yeah, I've seen quite a few of his videos. Yeah, I've seen quite a few of his videos. I've been just looking
Yeah,
for people, man, fresh content out there.
he didn't want to
Man.
say Crawford's name.
Hey, yo,
Hey,
unbiased, but
hey,
low key,
no.
IOTB
Hey,
had a
hold up,
point, bro.
Boxell, nigga. You of course, nigga, you gonna say that. Hey, bruh, these last few
Yeah,
days, man, the sparring has been so crucial. Niggas is gonna just get bodied by accident. Like we're not gonna even be
yeah,
trying
for
to
real.
sometimes.
I'm not even trying to body him, but here,
It's just too
here's
much.
here's
It's
the
been too much
video.
sparring going on. Especially yesterday, we had a hell of a lot of sparring. So you gonna walk
Hey,
into
that's
a
the
hell of a
video right there.
shit. See, Corey, you can't never say nigga drop a link. No, D tried to do that shit one time. I was like, oh shit, this nigga
Okay,
fucking
and
playback footage.
here's Crawford on the same show. What he had to say about Spence on the same show.
Hey, drop the link in the hangout too, so I can catch it later.
So I mean, y'all could see who's lying or who's. Oh, hold on. Well, Samuel Shaw, why? What did he say? Why you answer the tank question? What do you mean the tank question?
He says, why you answer the same question, but you didn't answer the question directed solely to you about the WBO president. I noticed you like
What do
to
you say?
pick and choose.
Oh, where was the WBO president when it was being said that Andy Ruiz would be stripped of the belt? Was he stripped of the belt? No. There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, he wasn't
He
stripped
was
yet, huh?
he
Hey, yo,
wasn't stripped of the
unbiased.
belt. So there you go. And
Hey,
Tank told Tevin to get a belt. He got a belt, and he did. Then he doesn't want to fight Tevin. So yes, that's ducking to me. What do you
hey,
have
Hey,
to say,
unbiased.
Mexican Fight Fan?
hey, real quick, one
What?
more
Este,
shout out. Hey, one more shout out before you go. Shout out to Hybrid 95, man. Appreciate it, bro. We just chilling,
Go
man. We
ahead.
do this.
Go
We
ahead,
do
I
this
was
on the
gonna
Mexican.
say
regular.
IOTB low key got you, bro, with the waiting thing
No, he
because Spence
didn't.
had to wait his turn. Like, if you really think about it, Spence had to wait what, fucking
Right,
two
but this
years
is the
since
Hey,
problem.
but
2017.
let me ask
This
you a
was the
question,
problem.
Boxell. Boxell,
Oh
let me
man,
ask you a
wait.
question before you go, man, because you've been
All right,
cooking,
go
man.
ahead.
Come on now. Let me get a little bit
My
of,
bad.
barbecue in there, But
My bad.
anyhow, like, hold on. Go ahead, Boxell. Look at my daughter situated. God damn it.
Oh well, let me body him then. Okay, so look, listen. Now the whole point of what he was trying to say was that why am I putting up a false narrative of Spence ducking Bud? Right now, what he's basically said was Bud was in the same position of Spence, which was nobody wanted to fight him. So he said Spence doesn't want to fight Bud at this time, which would be considered ducking. So it kind of contradicted his whole point initially.
No, but
But
he didn't
I'll
say.
let
Remember, IOTBA said that he didn't consider. Like at that point, he did consider it ducking, but as he learned, that's how boxing is, where you have to wait. So he didn't consider Thurman or Porter to be
So,
ducking. That's what he was trying
so
to
the
say, bro.
Boxell, the same
well that
question I asked LTBA, like, are you okay with the PBC just saying like only belts we care about is IBF, WBC, WBA. We can give a shit about the WBO.
Hey, bro,
And no,
I understand where they're coming from with especially with the WBO and Top Rank try to do with them with the lawsuit and shit.
so okay, so something from the past that they still holding on to, right? It's called a grudge. So
It's a
basically,
business. It's a business move. Yeah.
that's a business move
Yeah.
to not be honest. Okay. So at the end of the day, like you okay with that? Like undisputed is irrelevant at this point.
Well, to me, the belts don't matter at the end of the day. It's good
Okay.
fights.
All right.
So
I just want to get
Wow.
I just want to get an understanding from where people were
no,
at with
the
it right
belts
now.
do matter
Because
to some point,
In the
but
brain. Hey, this is
it,
we getting the
hold
first scoop
on,
from a
hold on. No,
PBC
I'm saying,
fan.
that's a real
the
statement you
belts
said
do
that was
matter.
to you. You said
The
a real
belts do
statement to
matter.
yourself.
The belts do matter, but
Which ones?
if
Which
there's
one?
no belts, I wouldn't mind it. If Crawford and Spence fought for no belts, I would still watch the fight. It's a good fucking fight.
Okay. So what you're saying is belts don't matter. It's all about the most popular motherfucker fighting the other popular dude.
The biggest fights, the most
Right, but
important fights.
it's about the most popular guys. So it's not about like resume and if you're famous, you got a lot of followers, you can get a fight. That's what
So
I'm
this is
That's
saying.
how bad
boxing.
PBC fans have really gotten this bad. That's
That's
crazy.
boxing in the 21st
Hey,
century.
So it's not about
can
the
I
same.
say something?
Oh, shout out to Red. Damn, low key. Shout out to
I
Red
knew you
Glove.
was gonna say that. I just want to say something real quick. This is just proof that Wilder has corrupted boxing. Mexican fight
Wilder.
fan is saying good things come to those who wait.
Ooh,
and,
man.
and what was the other thing that Mexican fight fan? What did you just say? You said something else that is very reminiscent of something that Wilder says.
The belts don't matter.
Oh yeah, it's not about the belts, baby. I'm just
Right.
joking, by the way. These are just jokes. Don't take it personal,
It's jokes,
Mexican
but we
fight
speaking
fan.
facts. Like that's basically what Wilder said, and you said the same shit.
Hey, bro, you saw what Canelo did to that WBC when they tried to force him to fight Triple G. What did he do? He threw that shit in the trash can.
Right. That's what I'm
What,
saying. WBC
so
is
what you mean is he
corrupt too.
vacated it, right? He vacated it.
They weren't gonna force him to do anything. He's a boss, not the fucking belts. That's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. So you like the fact that the fighter can dictate who they want to fight. It ain't about mandatories no more. Nigga, I'm the champ. Let me fight whoever I need to fight. If I juice up, nigga, protect me. Whoop de whoop.
Nah. That's not what I'm saying. I'm
I'm
saying
hold on,
that,
hold on.
that's how it is.
I'm the franchise. You know, I'm the NBA
Hey,
Jordan to this shit, nigga.
the WBC probably the most corrupt belt though. I'm just
It
saying.
Yeah,
is,
That's how
bro.
I feel.
I've
I
realized that
agree.
this year, man.
But you know
Uh,
what? You know what I gotta say though, and this isn't towards you, Mexican fight fan. I'm just generalizing. Anybody who says that the belts don't matter, don't be talking about how your favorite fighter is X amount of weight division champion, because those belts don't matter. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And like I
It's
said, that's not to you. That's just
Yeah,
to
I
people in
agree with you.
general.
To tell you the truth, there's dudes like Broner, four-time division champion and four
Like
different weight
Mikey.
classes. Yeah, like Mikey, and it's like pure bums, dudes. So I look at the names, who they beat, and how they beat them. That's what I look at. But sometimes the belts do validate you because sometimes dudes don't want to fight you, like
Well,
Bud.
the
So
well the well the
hey,
sanctioning bodies are the ones who rank these fighters. So really, we are supposed to be going by what these sanctioning bodies are doing.
yeah,
However, they
but
become
hey,
so
those
corrupt, they're
motherfuckers are more
tainted.
corrupt than anything,
let him
bro.
hold
Yeah,
on. Let
yeah,
him
that's what
finish.
I'm
Let him
saying. They're
finish.
tainted, and that's what I was getting to. But because a lot of times they become tainted, it's hard to even gauge by them. So it's really the sanctioning body's fault why we have to even debate a lot of this shit. The sanctioning bodies is 50%, and the promoters and fighters who come up with excuses are the other 50%.
I agree. I agree. If it was like the UFC where the number one automatically gets a shot and it's good ranking, yeah, then I would support the sanctioning bodies. But it's pure shit. So
We still have to go by them to an extent, though. So I understand what you
So
meant
yeah,
by
the
the
yeah,
belts
so
do matter to an
hold on,
extent.
I'm gonna put in this example. So the IBF could put more like Ocampos towards Spence.
yeah,
Please no. Please no.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Please
saying.
no.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense what they do.
but Jimmy, come on. I mean. Was he really
Well,
a
that's
mandatory, or did Spence decide to just pick a nigga for
Nah,
his
he was a mandatory.
Dallas
now.
debut
I
and shit?
believe he's the mandatory because the IBF does have they do have a history of doing that. I mean, what did Dwayne Wade have any business fighting Triple G for the IBF belt? You
This
know what
nigga
I'm
said,
saying?
Yeah,
Like
you
that.
said,
yeah.
did you say Dwayne Wade?
Or my bad, Dominic Wade.
I
Dominic
was say,
Wade.
nigga, when the fuck this shit happened, nigga? What was that?
Nah. My bad. I got the name mixed up.
Dominic,
Dominic
yeah,
Wade.
yeah.
Like what business did he have fighting Triple G
Right.
as a
I had never heard of
mandatory?
that dude.
And
He got stretched.
that was by the IBF. So and it goes back to what I've always said about the IBF. They're the most credible because they stick to their ranking system. Where that's also their greatest weakness because being that they're so strict with their ranking system, the fighter and the other sanctioning bodies being as crooked as they are, the fighters are just like, you know what, fuck the IBF. I'm gonna, I could just buy my way into a mandatory position with the WBC or the WBA or the WBO, and not have to deal with any of this bullshit about getting stripped just because I won't fight a mandatory. So as a result, you got all the best fighters going to these other sanctioning bodies while the IBF is left to mandate these trash mandatories.
Hey, man, I got a strange question for y'all, man. Let me try to get this shit together. All right.
Hey, Black. I got IOTBA today, bro. You gotta admit
Why you gonna do that, fam? Why you gonna do
that.
that? Ah, shit. We
I'm
gonna
just
talk
kidding,
about
man.
that. We
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
talk about
It's all
that.
good. LTBA,
Hey,
Uh,
that's my homie, man. It was a good
hold
debate,
on,
man.
Black. Before you rip, let me just say this. I said what we need to do is put a little bit more respect to Spence's name, bro, because Spence is coming out like where everyone was ducking him, and now the first dude that wants to fight him, now everyone's saying that he's ducking, bro. Where there's other fighters that are truly ducking, which need to put pressure on. That's what I'm saying.
man,
Well, how about we
you
put
know that
pressure on them
nigga ducking,
all?
bro. You
I'm
know that
I'm
Yeah,
nigga
let me
not
put
ducking.
I'm
pressure
not
on them
giving
all.
any
Hey, so
respect. I'm not
let
giving
me
no
try to get.
respect for ducking. I'm sorry. I don't care if you were ducked before. That
That's
doesn't give you the
yeah.
license to duck
Yeah,
now.
but
That's
Spence
a
needs a little
UDC
bit more
rule,
respect.
fam.
That's what I'm saying.
No ducking. That's a UDC
Well,
rule.
he's getting the proper respect right now. He's finally getting the unification. Good for him. We're glad he didn't duck this fight. And not saying that he ever was. It's just for a while there, this fight was out there in limbo. We didn't know if it was gonna happen. So
So let
kudos
me.
to him.
I
But
got
he
to
could
get
have
this
been trying
question
to
out.
unify for a year now.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I got to get this question out. Before I forget the shit. All right. Would y'all rather have a strict sanctioning body like the IBF, where they mandate and the weight cut shit and whatever other benefits they got that they do that's good, but everybody's dirty fighters, or have everybody clean like the WBC, but they fucking cherry picking and doing all kind of fuck shit?
That's
Uh,
a
I
tough
mean,
one, and
yeah,
let me tell you
that's tough.
why. Because with the WBC, even though they got the clean boxing program, they have proven that if your name is big enough, it don't matter if you pop dirty. Look at what happened with
Mm,
Canelo. He got caught with a clenbuterol, and he only got 6 months. So,
mm.
like, is that really a clean boxing program, or is it, well, if if your name is Canelo, you can be dirty, but everybody else got to be clean.
I mean,
Like
because when I look at USADA, that's what I see. Like, damn, strict sanctioning body, but they testing sucks. Them niggas could be, doing some shit over there. Then you
Hey,
look at
did you?
WBC. Yeah,
But
go
I'm
ahead.
saying, can we really trust Nevada now with
I
what happened?
right.
Hey,
Yeah,
more than
that's true.
USADA though. More than USADA. But when you talking about that money, that be making me look like, I don't know, boy.
what
Shit.
I actually
Yeah,
heard about that whole situation, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it kind of makes sense and it doesn't at the same time. You'll see what I mean. I actually heard that both UCAD and VADA were doing the testing, but for some reason VADA was like sending it to a third party. Which that's the part that don't make sense to me. But at the same time, it does because they're not the ones who caught it. So I don't know exactly why they would go through a third party. Like to me, the whole reason why you're there is to do the testing.
What's at this point we can only go on gut. So what's your gut feeling on this shit?
I don't know. Like it's hard for me to have a gut feeling because it just doesn't make sense. they've caught all these other people who were flying under the radar under other testing, and all of a sudden they're not the ones catching someone as UCAD, which a lot of
Right.
people feel is inferior to VADA. So I really don't
Right.
know what to feel, to be honest.
That's what got me
I
so fucking confused
I
about this
believe
shit.
just Vodka had a hiccup, bro. It's like no organization is perfect.
That's true.
I agree with that. And how do we know like certain fighters aren't getting TUEs or whatever and getting passes by VADA or whatever sanctioning body
Man.
or testing program? So we don't know at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you know what,
Speculation.
Big Baby Miller, he said the same thing that I said about Wilder. When Wilder has 8 surgeries on his arm,
You
and
said that
you
though,
know,
yeah. And then
he
fuck, he just
heals.
said that the other day.
Yeah, he heals fast enough that he could fight in that same year. That's weird. And steroids make you heal faster, so you could be getting TUEs for your injuries. So I don't understand.
Hey,
You know that.
so break that down so people understand that. The TUE.
Well, you could get exempted to have take certain steroids, like um, you know, after you get surgery, they can give you a steroid that helps rebuild your tissue faster. So
Okay.
you know, it's different. I guess the different type of steroids would be obviously different than like Dianabol and shit like that. But it's
Yeah,
still a
that's still
steroid,
growth. Yeah, still yeah.
right?
Hey,
Exactly, it's
was
still a
that shit
steroid
that
nonetheless.
that Big Baby was also saying about AJ that he gets that shit over there in England?
The
Yeah,
Yeah, he said
testosterone
that.
shit.
he
Exemptions.
Yep,
gets,
Yeah.
yeah, because it stands for
yep.
therapeutic use exemption, which means they allow you to take something that normally they wouldn't allow you to take, given whatever your circumstances are.
But who gives
Pacquiao
you the yes
supposed
or no to take that shit? The commissioner one.
Probably, yeah.
The
Obviously.
doping agency does.
Hey, shout out to D. What's up, bro?
What's up, fellas? It's the doping agency, and it's from request of your physician or whatever. And the thing is with that is, Anthony Joshua's has to do with testosterone, which is real shaky because at that age, why would he even need that? That's why the questioning is about him. You know,
that's true.
why would he even need that at that age? That's usually something for guys in their late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, because I saw
Wait,
some
where?
pictures of AJ like when he was young, like a teen, like 18, 19. That motherfucker was skinny as hell. And suddenly he just
Yeah,
got
he was skinny
swole.
as yeah, he
Well,
was
Yeah.
skinny as
that's
shit in the Olympics.
and
And then
you know what's
yeah,
strange
yeah.
about that though? All
Yeah,
right,
that's obvious, bro, a little bit.
so the testing agency is the one that gives decides whether they're going to give a TUE or not. But when a fighter is caught, they're not the ones who hand out the suspension. So why are they given power to give the exemption, but they're not given the power to do the suspension? To me, that's kind of odd. I mean, you see what I'm getting at? Like,
Yeah,
Mm,
if
that leaves a loophole open so that there could be some
yeah.
foolery involved.
Yeah. Maybe there's
So
a
yeah,
if
price. It just depends on how much you gonna pay to fucking
there you go. There
stay
we go.
afloat.
yeah, because I'm thinking maybe the TUEs should be handled by the sanctioning body. You know, they are the ones sanctioning the fight. Like the testing agency is just supposed to test and report it whether or not it's they were clean or not. But if they're being paid behind the scenes
Mm.
to give a TUE and they are testing positives for something, but they're giving that pass, that's not getting reported to the sanctioning body. It's like they're taking away the power from the sanctioning body to do the right thing.
Mm.
So to me, that's kind of odd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Hey.
said it the other day on that 15-hour live we was on. I say, man, money rules everything. At the end of the day, you pay enough money, it's gonna happen. They're gonna make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah. That's true,
Hey,
bro.
I also want to say this about something Andre Ward touched on too, and on his Twitter, he tweeted this. He said, you know, a lot of boxers are getting brain damage and swelling because of the amount of the weight they have to cut, and it takes away the lactic acid next to their brain. So when you're cutting weight like that, and then your brain gets wobbled around, it's
Mm.
more easier for it to start to brain bleed. So he said that these fighters shouldn't have to cut that much and should get to the actual weight that they are truly, because it's more detrimental to them, and that's how you could die in the ring, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
And I
those are
Yeah,
fighters' fault, bro. That's a
Bro,
fight.
No,
I
but
agree.
Nigga,
Putting
I,
too much
damn,
away.
Marcel, like, oh well,
hey,
that's
listen,
all.
bro. I gotta say this about Andre Ward, bro. I mean, I got much respect for Andre Ward, but sometimes Andre Ward misspeak, bro. He just say shit like you gotta think about something. Let's look at. I understand what he's saying, right? But when I talked about when I put that damn video up about weight bullying nonsense, if you think about when they introduced weight classes, the amount of weight some of these guys are cutting these days was a normal thing, bro. It is. This whole weight bullying even term came up, if you think about it, in the early 2000s, bro. Nobody talked about no weight bullying back then. They introduced weight bullying just to bring entertainment
no,
because the
but
bigger guys
no,
beating up the smaller guys was. I'm just saying
that's
that
different
people
though.
used to cut a
From what
whole
he,
lot of weight. What I'm saying, I'm biased.
That's a different topic.
So,
it's
hold
that that's
on, hold
different
on,
though.
hold on. What I'm saying is people used to cut a whole lot of weight like this on average, and it was no big deal. What Andre Ward is trying to do is attach that also to these deaths. Like I don't like this misnomer of attaching certain things to these deaths when it's
Well,
too many
let me
things
finish.
surrounding it.
Let
You
me
know what I
actually
mean?
let me put more context to what he was saying actually too, because he
All
was
right.
talking about first day. He was talking about like weigh-ins on the a day or first day of the fight kind of thing, and
Right.
he was saying that some of these guys cut too much weight and that the lactic acid around your brain is not there as much because of that, and that is more. It's easier for your brain to be ruptured and bleed. You know what I
Right.
mean? I would take his word for it just because he's a professional boxer and he probably knows like the in and outs of that. And I
Right.
think like maybe he has a point. You know, maybe these guys should go around and fight more so to the weights that they are, you know, supposed to be in. You know
What?
what I
Yep.
mean?
I
What?
agree, but even if they bring like the same day weigh in, that's even worse.
But
Like
if you
I was
look at
seeing
it
some
like
people say that they should
if
bring
you
that
look at
back,
it
but
like this, somebody look at it like this. I understand what he's saying, but again, look at Jared Hurd, bro, and the amount of weight he was cutting, and the amount of punches this dude was taking. He should be dead already.
Damn.
I mean, I'm being dead serious. By Andre Ward's logic, he should be dead already. He's a
Right.
prime
Everybody's different
example. I
though.
mean, he
I
got.
don't know what you tell man. Raise the bar, Andre Ward. He got his opinion, man.
I mean,
yeah,
I
Right.
don't have
Yeah.
a problem with his opinion.
everyone's
I'm just saying that
different. Some dudes
I
could
don't.
just take
Okay,
punishment compared to other
okay.
dudes.
I don't have a
Exactly.
problem with his opinion. I'm just saying that it's more factors. It's
And
a lot more
actually,
factors.
actually, it's showing now that Jared Hurd may be a little weaker. He's gradually getting weaker for that division because J Rock just dropped him easily. You
Well,
know,
everybody
so
does,
Hey,
bro.
I want to say real quick, man. Shout out to my nigga out TVA and that PBC press pass, man. You know everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga out TVA and everybody in the background watching. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, bro.
Know y'all niggas taking notes.
He got a PVC press pass, did he?
I don't know. I think I'm fucking with him. He probably do though.
Oh, oh shit. I must have missed
I don't.
something, man.
You got to remember, D probably doesn't know all the history that you got with ILTBA.
No, no, I don't. That's
No,
why I
that's
was
my
like, I
nigga.
must have missed something.
He's just
Nah.
making. He's just
eh,
messing with them though.
I feel you.
LTBA came on looking for that smoke, man. He was seeking to
He came
destroy. Was
on
trying
with
to
it,
seek and
huh?
yeah,
Did he
yeah, he
feel it? I
did.
was
That
like,
was good.
oh, okay, from jump.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Had him
that's
Oh,
with
what's
y'all
some
up.
had it
But
today?
questions. I was
Y'all
like,
had it
oh,
that's
today
TBA come
early?
on with some smoke.
yeah, that's what it is. What it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do here. You know what I mean? You got an
Yeah,
I
issue
mean,
real
with
I
quick.
can
something that
I
I
can
say.
actually see where he was coming from to an extent. However, we're not talking about Terrence Crawford. Isn't just one of these fighters who moves up, picks up a belt, moves up, picks up a belt. He he got all the belts at 140. You know, he ain't just some guy who, some title holder who moved up. He was undisputed.
Yeah, but somewhat,
And
but it's unproven with or without belts.
I mean, he
Okay.
told him to pick up a belt.
Continue.
He picked up a
Continue.
belt, and he still didn't want to give him the shot. Terrence Crawford's been a champion for over a year now, and
That's just
saying
at
that, well,
147. That's just at 147.
that's just at 147. But this is my point. You got Errol Spence Jr. who's saying everybody's ducking him, nobody wants to unify with him, but yet this guy who has a belt wanted to unify with him. And they didn't even make it to the negotiation table. See, it'd be different if they try to negotiate the fight and some some terms weren't agreed upon. But this guy straight up said he's on the wrong side of the street. and it can't be 50-50. Like he already made his stipulations and came up with excuses before they could even go negotiate. And that's where I got my issues with Errol Spence in this whole matter.
How's that an excuse? The 50-50? I don't understand.
It's all right. First off, he told him to get a belt. He did what he asked of him to do already. Coming up with more stipulations in itself is a duck. Okay.
Yeah, you just look for any reason not to fight.
Like if
Anything.
that was going to be an issue, he should have said that from the start. But it's like, you got to get a belt first. He got a belt. Oh well, you're on the wrong side of the street, and it can't be 50-50. Like, he's just coming up. So let's get this straight. Let's say he would have signed with PBC, and he were to say, all right, how about 60-40? You get the lion's share. What? So then Errol Spence is going to put something else up in front of him? Another excuse? Because you can't tell me I'm just speculating, because he already did it. He already came up with a stipulation.
I never recommend a nigga go to PBC.
Exactly, because
no damn top rank.
Exactly, because that in itself is not going to guarantee you shit. Because they're just now going to have their third unification since 2014 or 15, whenever.
Wow.
Like, that don't guarantee you. Signing with the PBC don't guarantee you shit. So, I mean, come on now. You got to look at all the angles.
Hey,
okay?
Red, hold on, Red. Is that facts? This is their third unification since 2015. You might be right, actually, because Laura Heard.
Yeah, Laura Heard. We had well, no, J-Rock already. That wasn't even the unification with J-Rock.
No, that wasn't it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a unification. And then the other one was
Danny Roman
and Danny Garcia.
Yeah, Danny Garcia, Derman. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yikes, that's bad. That's horrible.
Hey guys, how do you guys?
Good.
What do you guys think about a possible fight between Crawford and Jose Ramirez at 147?
Jose Ramirez.
That's a good pay-per-view fight. Yeah.
Fuck no.
For top rank?
I love
you talking about the ratings or something, or the fight?
Both. It's a good fight.
No.
Not a good fight, man.
No,
Crawford would beat him up, bro.
Beat the brakes off that dude, man.
And it's better than the dudes he's been fighting.
Oh, here you go. You sure you want to go down that path, man? You want to do that?
Get that smoke. Get that smoke, Mexicano. Don't get scared.
Hold on,
Come on, dog.
I heard Regis in an interview. He said that Jose Ramirez versus Crawford most likely will be next. He doesn't see Jose Ramirez fighting the winner of his fight. He said maybe.
What?
Yeah, even Robert said that in an interview like not too long ago. It was like Jose got mad because Bud was supporting Mo Hooker and he wasn't supporting the top ranked team, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so now he want to fight him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
So he gonna
let step your ass right on up.
So he gonna let emotions get him beat up.
But you know what? We gotta get ready for all of the the naysayers. They're gonna say, "Oh, he picking on the little guy."
No.
See, bro, low key, all the Spence fans are gonna support Jose Ramirez.
Jose,
right.
Well, yeah, they're gonna support him until he loses. Then once he loses, they're gonna say, "Well, he was the smaller guy moving up." Yet, Mikey Garcia was also a smaller guy moving up, and they act like that was the fight of the century.
They're gonna say he was fat at 147 and shit like that.
let me correct that. All the Spence fanboys gonna support him because I'm a Spence fan and I'm not supporting Ramirez. He gonna get beat up. What the fuck you talking about?
You also think Spence can't hurt Crawford, but that's a different video. It's a different time.
No, that's different. I said Crawford can't hurt Spence, not Spence can't hurt Crawford. Spence can hurt Crawford.
That's what I said. Okay, Crawford. Yeah, you said Crawford can't hurt Spence. So.
Right. But that don't have nothing to do with Jose Ramirez and this nonsense.
I'm going to call that whole debate mosquito bite gate. That's mosquito bite gate.
yeah. Yesterday was pretty bad for D yesterday. The Mexican fight fan.
It was some good ass sparring yesterday, man. Good ass.
Hey, Mexican fight fan, low key, he did get a body on D. I'm not gonna lie.
He did. At one point, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I'm trying to think. It was when he said, what did he say?
He said technically.
Oh, he said some shit like, yeah, that one too. Go ahead.
He said technically with D's logic, Spence won't get credit for Terrence Crawford.
No. He got no body on that. He got no body on that.
He also said,
right
though,
back around and
hey, look, hold up.
he can't get a body on
that was
that.
the
Oh,
second
you
body he
right.
got on you. What happened?
I say he came right back around and used the same logic. You can't give him a body on that
Oh
and he
yeah, he
comes right
did
back
That's
body
kind
him.
of
around
Yeah,
and
he
uses
true.
the
did.
That's
same logic,
yeah,
bro.
not
Come
So
on,
yeah.
that
You're
man.
one get
right.
dismissed. That one get
Yeah,
dismissed.
you're
Now
right.
the first one he got you on was he said some shit like Emmanuel Latte landed on Errol Spence and he got hurt. And you said
Oh
that
my
he
gosh.
gonna go up to 154 and not get hurt or some shit. Like he getting hurt from Emmanuel Latte. He bodied you on that shit, bro. That shit, he
Hey,
No,
got you.
no,
he would have got that other body if he didn't open his mouth again. He kind of
he
sometimes he put yeah he kind of
he
fucked
Yeah,
himself
bodied me
up on
on
that
y'all
one.
he don't
and
know when
on
to
y'all.
mute and shit.
Where he at? Is he still in? I don't even hear him. Oh yeah, he
Who?
there. No, he there. I see him.
He don't know when to talk and don't know when to mute.
Yeah, he had to win, killing the whole conversation for a while, didn't he? So who y'all think Crawford should fight next?
Man, I would love to see him fight Danny or one of them guys, but I know that's not going to happen. So you know what? Well, he's fighting Kavalauskas, isn't he? So
Yeah, wow. But I mean, again, who would you like to see him fight next?
yeah. Well,
Because
yeah.
Lil Mikey.
Nah,
I know
fuck
I
that.
know nobody's trying to see this Kavalauskas fight. That's a worthless fight, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously would like to see him fight Danny or one of
Well,
them guys, but
he just got off a tough fight with Amir Khan, so he should take a tune-up.
Really, that was a tough fight. Was that really a tough fight? I was scared to death, bro.
When he
oh
knocked
man,
down Khan in that first
Man, stop
round,
hating, man. Stop hating.
I was just like, this is gonna be a short night because usually Terrence Crawford takes a couple rounds in the beginning,
Yeah,
like to acclimate, to kind of figure you out. But he knocked him down in the first round. I'm like, damn, this is gonna
yeah.
be quick.
Hey guys,
Then
who would he say is Bud Crawford's best name on his resume?
his best name,
Yeah,
he
that
has
he's
a
beaten.
couple. I mean,
uh,
Felix Diaz.
nah, but Felix Diaz was a good. He was a good fighter though. On some real, he really Felix Diaz. When that fight was announced, bro, I thought Felix Diaz was going to give Bud the work, like because he was a gold medalist. I
Big
thought
Big
he
Deal was a
legit.
tough style, bro.
I thought he legitimately just beat Lamont Peterson. I thought he
Yeah,
was
he
robbed
did.
in that fight, but Crawford beat the entire shit out of Felix Diaz, bro. That fight was horrible. Yo, honest on some real shit. I wanted to like. At some point I was like yelling at my TV to stop the fight because the dude was just getting pummeled by Crawford. That shit was horrible to watch, man.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a learning experience for him. Like, damn, there's some real killers out here, you know. So yeah, bro. I mean, it's a good question, Boxell. It's a good question. I don't really know
Oh,
the best name, but you
there's
brought up.
Victor Postal, Gamboa. Um,
I
I would
mean,
say Felix Diaz. You could put Felix
he's.
Diaz
I
in there
mean,
too.
I know
Hey,
people
Postal's
don't.
now with PBC, no? Postal. I think
Nah,
I
Postal,
saw him with.
no.
top rank,
He
right?
was
Or something
supposed to
like that.
fight Danny. He was supposed to fight
Uh,
Danny, but Danny paid him step aside money not to fight him.
Yeah, and which fight did he take after he paid him step aside money?
I think he
Matisse.
fought like
Matisse.
Matisse. Yeah, but he paid
Oh,
him step aside money twice though. I
oh,
remember
okay.
that
That's a
twice.
duck. That's a duck. I'm sorry. That's a duck. I fuck with Danny, but that's a duck right there.
Duck in the water.
Twice?
Duck in the water. You
Yeah,
paid this
bro.
man twice not to fight you.
Yeah, twice.
You know, who I think was a good win. I don't know if you could say that it's his best, but I think it was a telling win was when he beat Jeff Horn. And hear me out when I say this, because I know a lot of
His
people
first fight at
have.
welterweight.
We had his first fight at welterweight, and Horn beat Pacquiao. Now I know a lot of people say that they feel he robbed Pacquiao, but here's
Mm.
the thing: if you have the ability to rob a fighter, that means you have the ability to rob. You probably have the ability to rob other fighters, and he didn't rob just any fighter. It was Manny Pacquiao that he robbed. So,
Legend.
so he went in there and he beat Jeff Horn pretty bad. Like even if it went to the cards, I don't see how they would have been able to rob him because Jeff Horn didn't have the same successes in the ring against Terrence Crawford that he had with
Manny.
with Manny Pacquiao.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
it being
that's true.
his first fight at the division, we didn't know
Yeah.
how he was gonna look, and being able to beat him the way that he did, I think that was a pretty good win.
Man, if
Jeff
Yeah.
Jeff
Horn.
Horn is a number one in Crawford's resume, that's a shit
Jeff
resume.
Horn.
I didn't say
Jeff
that,
Horn has
but
a.
I
Hey,
didn't say
Jeff.
that though. I even
Even
said,
dudes like Ocampo could beat that dude, bro.
hey,
Nah, no,
hold
he
on, real
nah,
can't.
quick.
you don't
Hey,
know that.
Nah,
I'm not
nah,
trying to do the
nah,
So
little.
let me
Hey,
get
I'm
this
not.
straight.
nah.
Whether you feel Manny beat him or not, Manny had problems with Horn. So you mean to tell me Ocampo can do what Manny couldn't? Nah,
Nah.
you're talking
Plus,
crazy right now.
Hey,
I
oh,
gave Jeff Horn 5 rounds.
real quick before you go on bias. Do you feel Jeff Horn did better against Manny than Keith did?
Yeah, I feel so. I gave Jeff Horn 5 rounds. People can say what they want about his dirty style. Yeah, he fights dirty, but how many fighters in our history fought dirty as fuck?
Yeah.
Duran will punch you. Duran will
Fucking
punch you in
Bernard,
your nuts.
Andre
You know
Ward,
what I'm saying? So listen, the way he fought Manny, he put him on the ropes and he was working him on the
Floyd too.
ropes. He was landing a lot of shots. Yeah, he got him, put him in headlocks and tripped him in elbows and headbutts, and he lunged in and would headbutt him and shit. But like they both have that lunge in style, so they're bound to just headbutt each other. To be honest with you, and but I felt like he legitimately won 5 rounds versus Manny. But I gave the fight to Manny 7-5.
Hey, but how would Horn do against Spence? What, little 2 rounds and get knocked out?
Horn,
Two
That's too
rounds.
right.
Horn has success with Manny because of the total size difference. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is
I
how
don't
I
know
feel.
about that.
I'm gonna tell you. This
Nah,
is
he
why I
was
say that.
actually
I don't
he
think the
was.
Look,
size had nothing to
look.
do with it.
I'm gonna tell you.
It
I'm gonna tell
wasn't
you
too
like
much about
this.
size.
I
It
see
was style.
Horn. I see Horn in a fight with like any of these guys, like a Spence or you guys, guys with size on
Yeah,
them.
I
I don't
agree.
see Horn having any success, bro, because he doesn't
What?
box well. He don't box well.
Nah.
He's not a
Nah, I
good
don't know
boxer.
about that. I don't know
Yeah,
about
Jeff
that.
Horn gets beat. Yeah,
Man,
I agree.
he could
Listen,
easily he was
listen,
bullying Manny.
hold
He
on.
was
Let's be
bullying Manny.
honest.
Even
Who
a dude like
did?
Bundu could beat.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
up. Listen, y'all talking
Nah.
about something that ain't never happened. Like reality, who's the only person to beat him?
Crawford.
Okay,
yeah,
we know Buck what level Bud Crawford is on.
right.
Other than
And I
that,
know
he
Jeff
go ahead.
Horn's a tough fight, bro, because Jeff
you
Horn's
know
style is hard.
you
It's
know
hard.
why
He's
Crawford
just like
beat.
His
And you do
size
he
know
is
fights
that
not
they
like
were
different.
he
supposed to
fights.
fight at one time too, right? Spence and Horn, they were
Yeah,
Right.
they
supposed
were
to
for the
fight.
right. Yep.
Or
But
Horn
Spence
took the
said I'm
smoke.
not. No,
This would
Spence said
punish.
I'm not. Spence said I'm not going to Australia to fight Horn.
Nah.
Yes,
Where's the
yes, he
link for
did. You
that?
need to.
Put the link
You
down.
okay? I'll put it in the chat. I got you. No
Dog, y'all
worries.
gotta stop doing that, bro. Y'all gotta
Y'all,
stop, bro.
what you don't
This shit is just
understand is
getting to the point. It's extreme now, bro.
unbiased
This is
does
what he
not talk
do.
out of his ass.
This is what he
He's
do, fam. Y'all,
he's
y'all
gonna
gotta
come
stop.
up with the receipt.
Yeah,
We got this
You
shit documented, nigga. Like y'all gotta stop with that.
like you may not be getting bodied right at this moment, but he's gonna post the link, and then you're gonna have to accept defeat.
Yeah, you gonna accept it one way or another. It is what
God
it is.
damn, son.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Um, Samuel Shaw, Tommy Temper. Let me know. Well, I gotta shut it down about let's say about 30 minutes. But I was gonna see
So
if Tommy Temper want to jump on.
Oh, I was just gonna say though, while I'm getting the link, I think Jeff Horn's style is just hard to deal with because of his fouls and headbutts and elbows and shit. Nobody. It's like what Charles D said about Porter. Like he's that rough dude on the court that you don't really want to play ball with because he might elbow you in the eye and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. That's Jeff Horn's style. That's
well,
his style. You know what I
well,
mean?
check
And
this out.
to beat
Check
it, you
this out,
gotta you
Umar.
gotta
Him
clench
and
him.
Porter would have been epic. Him and Porter.
Check this out, Umar. So you got Manny Pacquiao. Like I said, man, the fight is controversial. I was like, it's in the books, whatever. He beat Manny. But I say he bullied him. He was just oversized. But then he gets in the ring with Crawford and he looks like an amateur, right?
Hmm.
So
So then after he gets in the ring with Crawford and look like an amateur, he did beat Manny. What else has he done? And who else has he fought?
Nobody.
You see what I
He,
mean? And
he
this
was
is my
gonna
thing.
fight.
Hold on,
Go ahead, go
hold
ahead.
on. Hold on. He was, but we can't talk about what he was going to do because that's just like when I said you guys
you know
would
what?
do this, you guys would
Well,
do that. So we can't talk about what he was going to do. What has he done? besides bullying. In my opinion, now this is just my perspective on it. In my opinion, what he's done was he fought he oversized and bullied Manny. He got demolished and made to look like an amateur by a guy that can, really box and has more size for him. And then what else has he done?
Hey,
Who
who's
else has
this
he
guy? Hey,
You know
recently he
what's
just
funny
knocked
though?
out somebody, right? Recently?
He
like?
did, yeah, in one
Yeah, I'm just
round,
saying,
and
bro.
that dude, and that was a
Hold on.
middleweight, and that was
Who
a
has he fought, Black?
that was a middleweight. That was
I'm about to
Mundain.
pull
That
it
was a
up. I'm about to
middleweight.
pull it up.
Man, it was
It
a
was
worn
it was
out
Think of
dude.
like
I forgot his name. What's his name?
Mundine,
Yeah,
Mundine,
Mundine.
or some shit like that. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
like
but you know what's funny
And
though?
now
What's
he's gonna
funny is
fight a
this.
stripper and shit at
Tank just
154.
knocked out Nunez. So what does that mean that he knocked?
Yeah, what
You
does it
know,
I
mean?
mean, you
you,
know what I mean? What does it mean he knocked the guy out?
you know
That's
what
my point.
you know what's funny though is when the fight was announced between Terrence Crawford and Horn, Earl Spence was like, "Oh, Jeff Horn is a big ass dude, man. He's gonna give Spence problems." And Spence went in there and just made him look like an amateur. But to say because Crawford made him look like an amateur that Jeff Horn is nothing, then you got to say that about everybody Terrence Crawford has fought, and
No,
that
I'm
to
not.
me is just that's just not right,
Right.
and it's
I'm not
not
saying that
fair
Jeff
to
Horn
those
is nothing.
fighters.
I'm not saying that Jeff Horn is nothing. I'm just saying we can't. I'm not like Mexican Fight Fan or whoever that was that said Red Glove was talking about Jeff Horn, and concerning the fight with Crawford, and it's just like to me, it's just not that important. That's how I'm not saying because Jeff Horn is not. What's his level of competition is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? It's
Sea
like it's
level.
not like he beat up
Yeah.
a high level fighter in a Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn
That,
could not box him. He couldn't box him. He
Now,
had
that's
no
what I'm
now,
chance.
trying to
D.
say. Everyone in Bud's resume, it's pure B level, C level fighters. So
That's not true,
I
Now,
bro.
don't know. I just think
now,
that Bud.
That's not
I
true.
He
think
beat two
Bud.
gold medalists. He beat two gold medalists in
Yeah,
that
I don't agree
their
with
C
that. I was
level.
just talking about Jeff Horn, Mexican Fight Fan, on some other shit, bro.
Of
now,
course he
D.
is.
I understand what you're saying, but one thing that I've noticed is that when you talk about Spence, you say you don't care about who he fought. You care about how he looks when he fights them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
wow.
damn.
So,
Red Glove.
Wow.
Red Glove.
I hate to
Hold
be
on.
that
Why
guy, but I
everybody
got to bring
saying
that up.
wow? Okay, here we go. Why everybody saying
Wow.
wow? One thing I say about Crawford is he's number one on my pound for pound. Wow. Okay, can I get some wows? Wow. Wow.
No, but
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
not
hold
saying
on,
you
D.
never
So
said
who's the
that
number
about
one
thing is,
Crawford.
I
The
welterweight?
call him
topic is
straight,
Who's
bro.
the number one welterweight,
Right,
D?
right. He about to bite his
I'm
own
stop
stuff.
that
Watch.
time, bro.
the
I just
topic
Let him
call
Who's
is
the
talk a
number
little
one
longer.
welterweight?
why is the
just
energy
because
different
just
from
Let him
because
talk
I
a
say
little
Mayweather
longer.
versus
this is
Spence?
the thing. Just because I like a guy or I say that he's this, if I see a flaw or if I see something that I feel like people boosting up, don't mean that I'm not gonna speak on it. And I just feel like people boosting up Horn too much. I'm not saying he don't get credit for it. I'm not saying none of this. I'm just saying it's
Wow. But you
boosted up too
boost up
much.
Mikey though.
It's boosted up too. I boosted up Mike. I
You
boosted up
did.
Mike. How did I
You
boost
did.
up
We
Mike?
got
I said
but
Spence. It
you
was a
said
master class, bro. It was a master
yes,
class.
and
Mikey didn't win
right,
one
and
round. He
yep, and
demolished him.
then when we
He did
hold
the
on,
same thing basically
when
that
we all
Horn did
said
to.
Mikey was small, when we said all said Mikey was small, you what
And he
did you
deserves
say?
no
He
credit
was
since
a
he's moving up. Remember?
you said he
Oh.
Why you
you
do
Mexican
said
this,
Fight
he was
bro?
Fan.
a
Hold on for a
you
second,
said he
Black.
was
Hold
hold
on,
on,
hold
wait,
on,
wait,
hold
wait,
on,
oh
hold
no,
Yeah.
no,
on,
no,
Black.
no, no, hold on, hold on.
Hold on,
You
Black.
said
Hold on, Black.
you said Mikey
Mexican
was a
Fight Fan.
four division champion and that
Dumbass.
he deserves
Dumbass. Hold on,
Spence
hold on.
deserves
I'm gonna let
credit.
you rock. Hold on.
All right, go
This
ahead.
dude over here, bro. Mexican Fight Fan. Hush. Hush. Because half the times when I say these things about Spence, you nut riding. But then as soon as these guys say something, you got something to say. So just hush. We know you a Spence fanboy. Let these guys talk. You hush. Sit on the side. Go ahead, Umpire.
I mean, you border. Hey,
Uh,
D, you borderline Spence fanboy too, though. Borderline.
What have I said, fanboy, about Spence?
Keep it trail, boy.
Compared to this dude over here. Anything. And anything I do say about Spence, at least I come back with something. This dude over here, that's the Spence fanboy. Me? No,
You know
sir.
what though? You got to give D benefit of the doubt because D does say a lot of really intelligent things, and I'm not saying Mexican Fight Fan doesn't. I've just heard D talk a lot more than Mexican Fight Fans. So I'm just going off of my experience. So I do got to give D the benefit of the doubt. When I brought up his comment about he looks at how he fights them, I was kind of looking to get just some clarification. It wasn't necessarily to say, "Oh, D, you're full of shit." Because D
Yeah.
knows his shit. So I'm not saying
no,
he's
but
full of shit.
but hold on. Let me just say this though, because I got to go in 1 second. Hey, he said, but when we all said that yesterday, actually, matter of fact, when you were saying that Tank shouldn't get credit, and then you kind of contradicted yourself there. You then was saying that the difference is Mikey Garcia is a 4 division champion, and he did this and blah blah blah. and you were bigging up Earl Spence's win against him when you said that. Right
Well,
Those
or
are
wrong?
fact. Those are
I
fact.
see your logic. I see your logic in that. But again, this is what I'm saying, bro. Who is Jeff Horn? I did big it up, but Mikey Garcia is
Jeff Horn beat a Hall of Famer. He beat a
he's
Hall of
a
Famer on
we
paper.
just went through all of that on
What did
paper.
Mikey do?
You
What
said
did
he beat
Mikey do on paper?
Yeah, who's
His
Mikey
best win
best
was
win? Who's
his
Mikey
best
best
win
win?
is Broner. Mikey best win is Broner on
Uh-oh.
paper.
Who has
Jeff
4
Horn's
losses?
best win is Manny
so
Pacquiao.
Jeff Horn is
So
more established than Mikey Garcia.
he
Jeff
beat a
Horn is
Hall
more
of
established
Famer.
than Mikey Garcia.
He beat a Hall of Famer.
He
Who did
has a
Mikey?
better
Is
win,
Jeff
not more
Horn more
established. Better
established than
win.
No,
Mikey
it's not
Garcia?
about
That was my
established.
question.
It's not about established. He has a better win than Mikey
Does he have
Garcia.
a
How
better
about that?
resume than Mikey Garcia? Has he
He has
fought
a
the level of
better.
competition that Mikey Garcia has fought? You
He,
talking about one win?
yes, he fought Manny Pacquiao.
That's
That's
one
way better
fighter,
than.
bro.
That's way.
That's one
That is
fighter.
way better. Matter of
I
fact,
know,
Manny
but that's
Pacquiao beat
one
Broner.
fighter, though.
Matter of fact, Manny Pacquiao beat Mikey Garcia's best win, Broner.
Okay. Let me ask you this, unbiased. So you telling me one win justifies saying that Jeff Horn has a better career or resume than Mikey Garcia? Like
Okay,
his
can
overall
Mikey
accomplishments-
say he beat a Hall
Mikey's
of Famer?
overall accomplishments is much better than a Jeff Horn. He's a much better established fighter. He's a much more recognized fighter than a Jeff Horn. He's accomplished and beat on a consistent level. Better
Can Mikey
fighter.
say
Jeff Horn
he
beat
beat
one
a Hall
fighter,
of
bro.
Famer?
One fighter,
Can Mikey say? Can Mikey say he beat a Hall of Famer?
He can, but
No.
can Jeff Horn say he got
Jeff
four?
Horn could say he beat a Hall of
He
Famer
can.
that
Can he
just
say he
beat
won 4
Keith
titles in
Thurman.
4 different
That
divisions?
just
Can he
beat
say he's a 4
Keith
division champion?
Thurman.
Can he say
Jeff
he's a
Horn
4
did
division
hold
champion?
on. Jeff Horn, hold on. Jeff Horn did something Keith Thurman couldn't do, and
That's
that's
true,
beat Manny
right?
Pacquiao.
But still, is
Yep.
Jeff
That's
Horn more
facts.
established than Mikey Garcia?
Don't even bring up Mikey.
One fight,
Don't
bro.
even bring up. No, you're talking about established. I'm saying Jeff Horn
Yeah,
has a
you're talking
better.
about one
He has
fight
a.
versus
He has a better
total-
win. He has a
I
better
said he has
win
a
than
better
Mikey's
win.
whole
What does he
career.
have?
And at
He has a
147,
better win.
Horn is better than Mikey.
He has a better win than Mikey, but
Oh shit!
overall, who is the better, more established, more recognized?
You're talking about established. I'm not even saying that.
Okay,
Mikey beating Lipinets and Broner and Easter does not compare to Jeff Horn beating Manny Pacquiao. It doesn't.
Listen, when we talk about the Crawfords, when we talk about this, the people that have moved up in weight, we always consider what they've done in the past. Crawford.
No, let's stay on topic here.
Hold on.
Let's stay on topic here.
I am staying on topic. Watch how I tie this in, okay? Because me personally, I give Crawford respect. He cleaned out 140, but does that mean he did it at one? So this is what I'm saying. Mikey has established things. He's a 4-division champion, bro. Jeff Horn got a fight over Manny Pacquiao that was controversial. That's it. That's his whole
beat him,
bro. A fight over Manny Pacquiao that was controversial. That's it. That's his whole fight. Then he got made to look like an amateur by a Crawford.
Yep.
That's his whole claim to fame. And we're supposed to put him up on a pedestal. This is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, you're right. No, you're right. So hold on. What is Mikey Garcia's best wins claim to fame? Broner. Go ahead. Let's hear it. What is Broner's claim to fame? Getting his ass whooped, looking like a clown. Mm-hmm. What's his best win? Can you answer that? Hello.
Damn.
Okay. So don't compare him. Hold on. Don't compare Mikey's best win, which is Broner, to Jeff Horn's best win, which is Manny Pacquiao on paper. Broner didn't do shit. All Broner did was get his ass whooped.
That's right. Broner did.
By good fighters. That's all he did.
Okay, so let me come back at you with this then, just like you came with that. All right, so Mikey Garcia won a belt and 4 divisions. What have Jeff Horn done compared to that? What has he done?
We just established what Mikey Garcia's best win was.
So you just
Broner.
About what he did.
So
I'm just saying.
So that's like me saying. Hold on, wait. This is how I'm gonna get you. Manny Pacquiao. Hold on, wait. Manny Pacquiao beat a 4-division champion too. Broner, right?
Right.
Didn't he? Okay.
Right,
Now what was Broner's best wins? Hey, hold on. What was Broner's best wins?
Who cares what Broner's best wins is?
Exactly.
Answer the question, bro.
Answer the question. What was Mikey's?
Answer the question.
And guess what? And guess what? Mikey Garcia's best win is Adrian Broner.
So Adrian Brown is better than Lipinets?
He's a 4 division champion, like you were just saying, right? What did Lipinets do? How many divisions did Lipinets go through? I'm going to use your
Yeah,
same logic against you.
You
I'm
said
going
that's
to
a
use your
body.
same logic against you. What
Just
did
throw in the towel,
Lipinets do?
D. Throw in the
What
towel, D.
divisions did Lipinets go through?
Throw in the towel,
What
boy.
divisions?
You said
Hello?
win. I'm asking you, do you consider Adrian
No,
his best win? I see what you're
I
trying to
do, yeah.
do. I'm
Yes, I
asking,
do.
hold on.
Yep,
I see what you're doing with the
yep.
debate. I'm asking you, do you consider Broner his best win? You can use
I
that.
already said that.
You
I
consider
already said it. I already said yes.
you consider Broner his best win?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did
I
Lipinets do?
don't
What's
really.
Lipinets? Hey, Lipinets arguably didn't even win a belt at 140 because he robbed that Asian guy.
Okay, so
What
Yep,
did
why?
Lipinets
that's
do?
true.
So
What the fuck did
why?
Lipinets do?
Why is it that you
Huh?
consider Broner a better?
Broner, hey, I'm using your logic. Broner's a 4 division champion. He's a
Hold
four
up.
division
I'm
champion.
asking you why you
What's his
consider
best
that.
win though?
That's
What
my
is his
logic.
best win
What's your
though?
logic on
Hey,
it?
what is
I'm
Broner's best
biased.
win?
I'm biased.
Huh?
Broner's best win.
Exactly. What
Man,
is
this is a
Mikey's?
slaughterhouse, man.
What is
Just stop
Mike?
this shit.
What?
How can
What
I
is
answer the
Mikey's
question?
best win?
Listen,
What is Mikey's
Mike.
best win?
Okay, let
Broner,
me answer the
right?
question. Let me answer
Exactly.
the question. Mikey's best
So,
win.
hey,
Mikey's best win by my logic.
hey,
Hold on,
I
hold
gotta
on.
go.
Let me
Hold
Hey,
on,
my bad,
I
fellas.
gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I gotta shut it
Black,
down
this,
too, man.
Yeah,
I was
UGC,
actually.
cut this out, man. This is a slaughter, man.
hey,
Oh, what
y'all
happened?
finish the body, man.
Wow. Okay, I missed a good chunk of that. I was on the phone and shit.
We'll continue this. We'll continue this. And
All right.
Mexican
Well, whatever I missed, man, be continued tomorrow, man.
to be
So
continued. To be
you know what I
continued.
mean.
But no,
Uh,
I
oh,
do
go
got
ahead,
to
Red.
give the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that. That's what I was hoping to get was clarification. I wasn't trying to start, spark another debate.
Nah, you good, Red. This is what it's about. I like for somebody to spark a debate. Love it. Spark it. But you good, Red. I feel where you was coming from.
Yeah, man.
But
Salute.
I know Black gotta go. So
Yep. All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
man. I apologize, fellas. Shit, I gotta go make a run.
Do your
But
thing, bro. Business, my nigga. I'm out, man. I'll see y'all guys later.
all right, man.
take it
Be
easy,
safe,
dude.
bro. All of y'all. Hey, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I'll try to give out more shout outs, but some came up, so I got to make a run. But make sure y'all catch us, man. Tomorrow, hopefully, hit that bell icon. If you're new, subscribe. Big salute to everybody that joined us today. Out TBA, Unbiased, Red Glove Militant. Jalik didn't join us today. Who else am I missing? Did I say Out TBA already? Everybody that joined us today, man. Boxeo Mexicano, y'all know the regulars, the originals, man. So y'all keep rocking with us, man, and most definitely we'll be back, man, very soon. Shout out to Angel Santos in the chat too. We're gonna get him on here pretty soon. So I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on Angel. But till the next time, man. UDC all day, True Media. Peace.